Well, it's been a while. It's been a while since we've been back here. I didn't see you for a whole week.
I know. Yeah, it felt like a whole section out of life.
It is. A week gone. A week in the sun. Woo, California! It's so funny because I still hear it in my voice. Like
You've been talking a lot.
the week of talking is like very obviously in my voice track.
I do think your hair looks a little lighter too, maybe.
Oh, look. Oh, yes, the gray is creepy.
Test. Star Fan Stuff says, testicle 1, 2.
You're not allowed to laugh at me. How dare you? All right, let's see if Belle's working, because I just want to do a quick check of that. 1, 2, 3.
Zim says, test.
Hey, okay, she's working. Great.
Hey.
See, you fixed her all that long ago, and now it's great.
Good.
All right. First up, everybody, we're gonna do some mixed reality games a little bit later. There's this cool game. They gave me the most awesome 3D print, which I was really glad not to break, called Starship Home. And
That's a 3D print?
It's
really?
a 3D print. Take a look at it. It's really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Isn't that neat?
Oh yeah, I can see it now that it's up close. But I mean, that bottom layer, it's like this kind of shiny pink purple mix, which is
like
really
pearlescent
interesting.
is what I would call.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
it's like what you get a paint job on
even
really
the
fancy
texture
cars.
Even the texture on the back's kind of cool.
Yeah, that's nice.
No, that's right, quite neat.
Would you want to wear it?
What are you supposed to? Oh, it's a pin.
It's a
I see.
pin.
Like that.
No, it's okay if you
It's
don't.
okay. It's okay.
I'll put it over here. I got a nice little place for it on my speaker.
Yeah, because
so.
pins, they make holes in your shirt, and
So that, yeah, that's the only thing. Like I was gonna punch it through here, and then I'm like,
I honestly, I'd rather put them on like bags and that kind of thing.
That's a very good point. Yeah, putting it on a bag would be a good place. But I've got a little spot over here on my speaker, and I'm just gonna do it and put it there. So
Yeah.
it sits nicely. It reminds me of the game.
I noticed you had lots of little trinkets here.
I have many little trinkets. All right, so I got you a set over there, and I'm going to go ahead and show on my screen the ones that are super cute, which are the
Hello says,
little headset pins.
Some time off.
Oh,
Now
does that mean
I'll
I get
come
to
back
keep
to
these
dealing with
ones?
I got you a set.
That's awesome. I love these.
Yeah, go on, show them off.
They're so cute. They're so cute.
the little. So there's basically little.
I get to represent, and people are like, "What is that thing on your bag?"
What's that thing on your bag? Yeah, it's
Like
a
it used
little.
to be, "What's that thing on your head?" Back in
It's
the
a
old
little
days.
Quest 3 and a little Quest 3S.
Yeah.
Is what they are, but they're just adorable little pins, and so I saw them, and I was cheeky, and I took 2 sets because you weren't there with me, so I figured we would do it that way. Look, everybody, I missed you just as much. Now the ones that I didn't get duplicates of, I'll just show you those because might as well. This is like we do these recaps and we kind of show off, what was there and all the cool tech we picked up and all this kind of thing. Because Karen's in the dark too.
Huh?
So we get the little Ray-Bans. Yeah, look at that. Yeah. So I'll show them. You can take a look at it.
Yeah.
So that's cool. This is the rubbish one. This is Meta. Do you recognize that symbol? What is that?
No, it looks like a copycat of like what PlayStation tries to do with their shapes.
Oh, their
Mr.
shapes.
Gamer
Sort of.
says, good evening, M8.
No, Questy 3S. Oh, he's talking about Questy. You know what Questy is? I don't think everyone knows what Questy is.
No,
I never show Questy.
Stuffed animal, yeah.
Stuffed animal. Pff, plushie, excuse me. Excuse me. How dare you talk to me that way? Kill her now. Right, so on the back of Questy.
What kind of...
is
Yeah,
a
I was
Quest.
gonna say, he's not even a Quest
He's a
3.
Quest 2. Can you imagine if we had a Quest 3? It would be like 3 lines. It'd
He'd be
weird.
like an alien.
He'd be like an alien. But yeah. So that guy's pretty rare. No, he's pretty rare. He's a fun little thing to get. But no, this is from.
Did you get him at a Meta Connect, or what was?
What's that?
Did you get Questy at a Meta
No,
Connect?
he just shipped. They just shipped him out after there was something called like Questmas a few years back, and they would give out. They would just give out like products and headsets and stuff for people who, maybe couldn't afford one, and so they would like give out these prizes. Anyone could apply, and then it was Questmas, and so they had shipped out some of those. They had some extras, and they gave the extras to the creators, and they are no longer being made. So that is a completely rare thing. I saw a picture of someone whose dog, unfortunately, had chewed up Questy. So you saw him ripped apart, his legs and everything. It was pretty bad. kind of like Reservoir Dogs or something like that. Hey, Stefan. Hey, Ark. How you doing, man? What?
You gotta tell us the mystery. What is
The
the
mystery behind this. This is the Meta AI symbol, which is, you know, when you take a photo with your glasses and then, well, this is supposed to be from like the, imagine me as a thing, right? And there was a station you could walk up to.
Probably be called Meatery.
Meatery?
The next quest here or something?
You know, but this is my least favorite one, so that one's kind of weird. But
I can kind of see where they're going with the symbol. It kind of feels like this little kind of sparks of creation or something.
Yeah.
I'm just being reminded of that Horizon versus Horizon thing that Adam mentioned on the podcast. I agree with that, because even during the keynote they started going talking about Horizon OS.
Yeah.
And my brain kept wanting to go, what the game, the social thing, like over and over and over again. I keep having to kind of switch it and go like, wait, what are we talking about?
Yeah, exactly. Hey, Shaggy, how's it going? I think I called out Shaggy recently, and not that particular Shaggy, but it was because Zuckerberg looks shaggy these days. Like he really looks. So someone compared him to Napoleon Dynamite because he's got the shaggy hair and all that. He looks really like that now. It's very funny.
I thought your example of what the Scooby-Doo guy
or whatever. What? You think that's better?
Yeah, I think that one was more accurate.
I don't know. I saw them side by side recently, and it's like...
I don't know. I don't know if I see Napoleon Dynamite. I mean, I can see where it's going, but...
You guys must have been so relieved you can plan for a long-term future in Canada.
Yeah, well
we're not completely through yet.
We're not through yet. The process is like this. So for those who are wondering about the whole residency thing, so basically we applied... So first off, I had to get a temporary work permit to work here for 3 years. After that, then there's two routes. You can either extend that, or you can apply for permanent residency. So I did the extension with the company. That hasn't come through yet. And then the permanent residency I'm doing on my own back. And so we submitted a bunch of paperwork, all this kind of stuff, waited like 8 months, and they're like, yes, you can formally apply. So basically it's like a pre-application. You apply with all your documents, or most of them. It's like 90%.
And if they decide you have enough points.
If they decide you have enough points, which we just scrubbed past, we had 511 and the bar was 509 recently, just before leaving for Connect. And so it means we're allowed to formally apply. And when you apply, you have a whole bunch of things. How much work did you do? What are the exam test results for your English exam? Whoa, English exam! We both did an English exam, and we are both native English speakers. So yeah,
I beat him on the English test.
Thank you. All right. Well, aside from that, we did this whole thing, and that was super fun. And then basically now we have to apply within 60 days. So we're probably down to like 50 days now. And I've got to get all that paperwork in, including some police reports. That was fun. Some police reports from the United Kingdom where they're like, yep, you have no criminal record. But you have to get it in paper. You have to do it, in advance and all this. And it's been a 6-year journey so far. So provided we submit and they say yes, we pay $1,000 per head. We don't have to pay for the kids. And then they'll be like, here's your permanent residency card. And you're like, yay, I can stay.
Yep, I'm going to go buy a house.
Yeah. Woo! Yeah, and then after that, you have a certain number of years. I think it's 5 years that you have to be in Canada or something like that to go for
So you're telling me
citizen.
Stuart didn't report you to the cops for taking his points?
Oh, he did. Yeah, he did, but they apparently only serve humans, not humans who live in bushes. So, 511 is impressive. 511 wasn't bad. Like, I mean, we've got a lot of things to add.
Says, had you said fuck instead of feck, you may had one.
One what?
I don't know. I wasn't following that.
Oh, the English?
The English exam? Yeah, maybe. I'm sorry, you didn't spell it correctly. Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah.
Don't buy a house. It's a trap. Stay away. Get on cash or keep renting. Yeah, exactly.
Star Fan Stuff says, the test.
Well, we'll see. There's more in store. There's more in store for us kind of coming ahead. So the other thing I got, of course, was this Connect t-shirt, which is kind of nice. It's got the little Connect logo. And then the back it looks like a plant in No Man's Sky. That's what I figured they're just all No Man's Sky fans. I don't know. It's hard to show this off. Oh, yeah. Maybe here?
Yeah, it's so weird.
It's weird, right?
It's like some kind of... I almost feel like it belongs
I don't like it at this angle. It looks like a penis at this angle.
I feel like it's like underwater coral or something.
Yeah, coral would be cool. Now the thing is, there were actually 4 designs this year. and so you had to pick one of 4.
Oh, really?
So I chose this one. Yeah.
What did the other ones look like?
It's kind of abstract artwork. No, nothing too...
It's cool that you get to choose, though.
Yeah, it was nice. The only problem is if you're a collector, like this is the part where like John and the others who I was staying with, they're like, but I want to collect them all.
Yeah.
You know? So, you can also, something I didn't do for you, but I did queue up for, was there was a little tote bag, and you could say, imagine blah, 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 and they would print the AI image on the bag, and then you'd have that. I was going to give that to you as a present, but it was the last day, it was in the last hour, I was queued up, I was at the front of the queue. The staff were like, terrible. And so I was like, I don't know if she's really going to care.
They were more selective with connecting invites.
Sorry.
Why do you tease me with the stuff? I love bags.
I almost did it, but it was just like, it wasn't a really good quality bag, and it was like, you know, like a grocery bag, but smaller. Like,
really?
it was a tote bag. It was about that size. So I was like, it doesn't really look that useful.
That's a shame.
Like, what are you carrying in it? And so, yeah, I made the call, unfortunately.
Okay.
Anyway, so that's that.
Well,
So we're just,
I love my little pins in there.
your pins, yeah. So I got you the pins. This is so there's the Connect one. This one's just a little, we're just going through various bits and pieces. This is the he, him. We were joking that I should have had a Z-Zim. That would have been fun. The little meta glasses one.
I'm gonna wear my name on a t-shirt too.
Who
Well,
is?
you
Shaggy.
You can do that for much cheaper. Just get a white t-shirt and some t-shirt markers.
Yeah, did you see his,
Quest 3 512 at 499. Oink says,
so,
should I buy Quest 3
NZ?
256 at 399
How's
or
it doing
Quest
it
3
twice?
512 at 499?
That was weird. It voiced it twice, right? Anyway, that's Belle. Sometimes Belle can get annoying. Obviously, Karen coded her, so it's all her fault. But the answer to that is pretty straightforward. I would say that, look, Quest 3 is for you if you're willing to shed a bunch of money out. Oh, look how yellow this is going.
Oh yeah.
Right? But you know what?
But you expected that, didn't you?
A little bit. For some reason, I mean, this is the Zyber head strap. I really like it. It's got a little tilt. I'm getting so distracted. We'll come back to that.
Yes,
the answer is right. Quest 3S at 256 or Quest 3 for 512 at 499. I think if you're going for the higher SKU, go for a Quest 3.
Star Fan Stuff says, you smoked in the hotel, didn't it?
And the Quest 3S at 128 for $300 is great. And there's such a disparity between that and Quest 3. But the thing is, the capabilities, the processor's the same. The only thing that's different is the lenses. So the lenses in this headset are very like slim profile, right? Whereas the Fresnel lenses are a bit deeper, and they're not quite as wide field of view, and they're not quite as sharp. So the clarity goes away a little bit.
Okay.
But the difficulty in a pancake lens headset like the Quest 3 is that light doesn't come through the lenses in the same way, because it's got to bounce back and forth a lot. So you got to put a lot more energy in order to get the same brightness out. Now, I'm not saying that's not a bright headset. It's actually, the lenses are great, you wouldn't notice. But that's why there's such a price differential, because they have to basically fool the technology enough
Quest 3
to get enough light out.
uses the exact same lenses and displays as Quest 2.
Yeah.
I thought that they said in the keynote something about Quest 3S having an improvement in some area, though.
There's one thing that I like about it, is that, you know, if you have your headset and you're going between VR and mixed reality, you can give the headset a double tap and it'll flip, right?
Okay.
You know that trick?
No.
You didn't know that trick?
No.
Yeah, you beat your head, bop bop.
Maybe you told me one time and I forgot.
Yeah, so for those who don't know, it's a really weird thing. It's been around for ages, ages. And yeah, you double tap, right?
Says, also
now
the screens are better in Quest 3 than in Quest 3s. Zoink says, also the screens are better in Quest 3 than in Quest 3s.
See, it's like reading the... Is someone sending it twice?
Are you like running her twice or something? Is the
I'm
program
not running her. I don't think she's running twice. 1 second, guys. It's only voicing some...
That was my guess, is maybe that it was running twice.
I did run the program twice, but I already killed the first one. There's something going on.
Waylead is now a game. Cat specifically a white tiger says, test for twice.
No.
It seems like Twitch messages? Is it Twitch messages
Hello
that are
says,
doing it?
when NSPRX sends a message it goes twice.
Yeah, why? Why
What
would
is,
a new...
when is, oh.
Why would a new user's message go... Okay, this is weird. All right,
Are
so...
they like sending it to both platforms or something?
That's a dev bug. No, not that I can tell. Anyway, we'll leave it. So
Okay.
we were talking, so the action button is what's different. So instead of double pressing your headset, and sometimes it triggers and sometimes it doesn't, because it's basically, you're shaking the gyro in this and it triggers and it says, put that person into MR, take them out of MR. There's an action button on the bottom. So a little depressing button, just like on the PSVR 2, where you press that and it takes you from one mode to the other immediately. So it feels a lot more responsive as a result, because when you press it, it always works.
Yeah.
Instead of like, it didn't work, hit it again, you know, like, and you keep having to whack yourself in the face, which is just a kind of a weird feature, but it works. So that's...
I don't think that was what I was talking about, though.
Well, let me just finish the answer to the question. So the question was, so if you got the money for it, if you got 400 or 500 bucks, do you go for a Quest 3S at the 256 SKU, or do you go for a Quest 3 at the higher SKU? If you got the money, I'd go Quest 3. Because those lenses are just, if you're a hardcore VR user, the Quest 3 is still the right headset for you. It's really, what they're trying to do is, instead of this like horrible jump.
How many times do I say this? How many times do I say this? How many times do I say this?
He's doing that on purpose. You're a terrible person, Ark. Terrible human being. A reprobate. Okay, but what I'm saying is, what they've done is now there's an easy like way up the ladder. So it's like, how much money have you got? Have you got 300? Have you got 400? Have you got 500? We're happy to take your money and let you into VR, right? And I actually think that the middle option is the least attractive, because if you want to go cheap, that can get the $300 headset. You're going to spend some money on a head strap or whatever anyway. And then if you really want, like, if you're a hardcore user, think about it, $300 for a headset, or another $200, nearly double the price of the headset for Quest 3.
Or what's the middle option?
The middle option is a 256 gigabyte SKU. That's the difference.
What? SKU?
SKU. Model.
Of which one?
Of Quest 3S. So it's Quest 3S. 128 gig.
Stuff says, I agree, it's
Quest 3S.
299
256. And then Quest 3 for 512 gigabyte. Now the 512 gigabyte used to be $650. They're reducing that down to $500. So it's quite a good value for the technology that's in there.
Didn't they used to have two sizes of the Quest 3?
They did. They just eliminated them. So a couple of big changes. Number one.
So they keep the bigger one then, did they?
They're killing. Hang on. Yeah, they're keeping the bigger one, killing the 256. So they're killing the 256 of the Quest 3 already. It's been a year. The second thing, they're killing the Quest 2. We knew that. It's getting replaced. They're not going to manufacture anymore. If you happen to find them or whatever, they're going to be dead by Christmas. Completely replaced by the Quest 3. So that you can,
basically the difference
the third thing, most interesting, is they have stopped production.
Form factor and displays.
They've stopped production of the Quest Pro. Quest Pro is dead. And they've actually said, they're like, oops, it was a mistake. I mean, it was a mistake from like 2 months after they launched it, because they launched it for $1,500. And they're like, shit, no one's buying it. And they reduced the price.
Quest 3S is for newcomers. Quest 3 is for recurrent users.
And now they've like abandoned the whole thing. They're just like throwing. So you got to be really careful. Like, I really like the route in which Meta goes. It's smart. It's very smart. And actually, if you think about it, people are like drooling a little bit. They've had their Apple Vision Pro demo, and they're like, ooh, I'd love to have a giant screen at home. I'd love to have this on a plane. And the latest advert from Meta highlights this really well. Let me see if I can find it, because I'd love to show it off, and then just like everyone can
And then you're
take
going to have to tell me what this little bomb thing you're holding is.
This? Oh. This here?
Yeah.
It
Is that
looks
like an atom bomb body thing? I saw body
this looks like... anyway, I'm not going to tell you what it looks like. Here you go. Have a look. What do you think?
Hello says, I don't talk about that.
Atom bomb body. Yeah, there it goes.
Yep.
NZPRX says, like a butt plug. Zoink says, like a butt plug.
Great, I'm glad we heard that twice.
All right, let's see here. Let me see if I can...
Hello says, is that a wearable device?
Oh, I do not want the music. 1 second. I'm going to try to... Is that going to work? All right, let's see here. So we're going to go ahead and I'm going to show you this. What was it? Is this a... Oh, what? We know what it looks like, Zim? Yeah, I know. But I thought that was really cute. That's Adam was handing out bombs,
does it have haptics? Topunks says.
I'm just thinking of that mushroom I sent you the other day.
It says Adam Bomb Body on it, so that's cute. I gotta find a spot for it anyway. All right, so here, I'm just gonna show you this advert for a second. Let's see if this works.
Oh, did you get a thermos this year?
Star Fan Stuff says, butt bomb.
No thermos. They killed the thermoses.
Oh no.
Can you believe it? Hang on, I'm not showing your face. Let's get your face in here.
I guess.
You stay put. You stay put, woman.
I guess they decided it was too expensive to manufacture in comparison to the t-shirts.
I suppose that could be it. Okay, so let's see here. 1 second. Just gonna try and fit you in the corner a little bit. There we are. That works. I'm not covering enough. Then I need to show you this one. That one. I'm not really sure which. That'll work. Okay. All right. There we go. So this is the ad. I'm not going to play it with the music because... So say hello to... This might be the ad. I don't know. But this is just showing you the Quest 3S for those who are like, what's a Quest 3S? So it's really just a Fresnel lens version of the Quest 3. It's...
Yep, Fresnel lens being what was in Quest 2.
So watch what they're highlighting, right? They're showing that like, oh, you can exercise, right? You can watch TV. You can dance for just $300. He's like, oh my God, I'm choking on nuts.
I was trying to figure out what he was eating.
I'm not sure. He was like, yeah, he's like, he's choking
chicken nuggets or something. I don't know.
Is he eating chicken nuggets?
I couldn't tell. It was so fast, but my brain, it's just like.
NZPRX says,
those are the pretzel things that I love.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, man.
The screens are also those from Quest 2.
You really shouldn't be lying down eating like that.
Yeah, that's less of a slob than eating chicken nuggets that way, though.
That's a choking hazard, that is.
Yeah.
All right.
Which he seemed to have discovered.
So the coolest thing for me is that this is your entry. If you don't have one of these headsets yet, Quest 2 has very poor pass-through. It's like black and white, it's grainy, it's really not fun to use. It's usable, but only barely. So if you want to have a headset that you could do, like you could work for an hour, for example, with a virtual desktop, then that works. The pass-through is really good. And it's Quest 3 level, basically. So, and I look forward to showing you guys all about this at some point in the near future. Oh, and you also get Batman Arkham Shadow, which is cool. So that's that. That is, oh, is it still going? Yeah, I think it's still going. Oh, no. That was the end.
Did we go through all the trinkets over there?
Almost. We're almost there. Okay, let me come back from that.
Star Fan Stuff says, if watching movies is important, I don't think 3s is okay. Quest 3 is though.
Where are you taking that from though, Stefan? It depends on how specific, like, if you're fine with a tiny little display, you know, in front of you on a phone. If you watch movies on phones.
Experience for you compared to previous ones. Rate it overall.
This is the best. This one was the best. Connect. Now there are things.
Says, how grainy is the pass-through on the S?
It's not top. It's the same as Quest 3, is what I would say. Now I haven't done them I did do them side by side, but for a short amount of time. So I need to wait until I've got hardware in hand and can give you more full body reactions, because, you know, until I do them like side by side through the lens, like do that, all of that, I can't tell you. But from my first pickup session and, you know, about a half an hour's coverage, it just looked like a Quest 3 to me. I couldn't really tell the difference. So that's great. I mean, like, to be able to play mixed reality, full room scale games for $300,
too bad.
It's fantastic. It's really good. Too low res and edge to edge, too bad. Okay. Did you get a chance to try it, Stefan, or are you just saying this out the side of your... kind of talking out the side of your mouth. Hey, Doc. Doc was one of the guys there with us. Now, the other thing, what was it? So we got through these little trinkets on the desk. Okay, so we did all these little bits. Now, what was the other thing? I did the Starship Home pin. That was cool. This is something I found, which I thought was really cool. I was just at a local, I was looking for beer. I'm gonna show you all this at the same time here now. But this thing is so cool. This is
you tweeted that.
Daft Punk. It says harder, better, faster, colder. And I'm like, I saw this can and I was like, because Daft Punk is defunct now, you know, they're no longer making music. I saw this can and I was like, hell yeah, I got a 4-pack of it. I drank 3 of the 4. I don't know where the 4th beer went,
and
actually.
How was the actual beer?
It was great. I would drink it. It was fine. It was just beer, you know. But like, it's just got this awesome metallic sheen. Here, take a look up close. Yeah. See what you think.
That's awesome. The thing on the bottom of it.
Yeah. So I just was like, I need this on my mantle. I need this on my mantle. So I brought it back. Yeah. Yeah. Quest 3 not viable as a remote work device. Horrible battery, dull screen, bad comfort, gets hot, low FOV, laggy. Wow. I use it for work sometimes. I wouldn't say it's a desktop replacement, but when I'm doing something where, like in particular with my eyes,
it's local to California.
Yeah. So, but they had a couple of things like this, and so that I just really thought that was cute, and so we went for that. So I'm gonna put that somewhere in my room set up here, and it's weird having like just an open can of beer basically hanging around, but for that label, I really liked it. Now to the big one. The big thing. I don't think you know this. Maybe you know
is
this.
now a game cat, specifically a white tiger says.
Something they did.
They
talked about the keynote.
I will give it that.
There are no more the headphone jacks. Yeah, that's right. That is a big deal for me.
Quest, most likely.
So the Quest 3S.
Hello says the TSA people also thought it was a cool can.
So they thought it was a cool can.
Oh.
Yeah. I don't know what happened. It took it away. No. Did you know that at the end of the keynote, they announced a special variant of the Wayfarers, the glasses? Did you catch that?
They announced the see-through one. It was not at the end.
It was kind of like 3/4 of the way through the keynote or whatever. Yeah, they did. They did.
Well, I didn't watch all the way to the end, and I saw.
I didn't think you did.
Wait,
so,
did they give those?
Did you know that
I saw all of Zuckerberg's stuff. I saw a couple of different things after that.
Did you know that they gave me one?
Did they?
They gave me one. So I got the rare edition.
Wow.
There's only 7,000 of these made.
You have 2 now.
Yeah. So there are only and the thing is, they map it directly to you. So it's got a black case as opposed to the usual brown case. And these things are here. So you can go ahead and take a look. They are really feckin' cool. So you take a look first, and then I'll show them to other people.
I'm not jealous at all.
Some pictures.
Silverfire32 says, if you decide you don't want those anymore, Zim, I'll take them.
All right, sounds good. So they gave these out, and can you hand those to me maybe and deal with that?
Yeah, but Denver's looking for me. I'll talk to you later, okay?
We've got kids on the incursion.
I'll get you when I'm ready, okay?
Is it that time already? Is it? It's 5 o'clock for dinner.
5 o'clock dinner alarm.
Yeah. So these were given out. So these are numbered, right? Inside the case. I've got number 1915 out of 7,000, and
no, it's cool.
Yeah, they're really neat from the box itself.
What do you think of the style on you? Which
Here,
do you prefer?
Put them on. Let's just have a look. But like, yeah, it's like they're kind of an interesting.
Yeah, they're a statement, aren't they?
They're definitely a statement. Come on, let's see. I'll show them here on the big screen.
They're neat.
Yeah, so they kind of punch through, and you can see. I would say that in person, they look better on people's faces than on camera and stuff. But yeah, they're kind of
they're less obvious of what they are than I thought they would be in person.
Like with the cameras and stuff on.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it kind of looks like I don't know. It's an interesting look, but I think it goes well, and it's neat to have them because they are just like super rare. I think they're already sold out, so you can't get them anymore. But they were kind of like
Yeah, and they're the see-through lenses, so they look like glasses.
They're transition lenses.
Oh, are they?
So you go outside, they go into sapphire. It's like a dark, it's like a blue-ish color.
Okay.
But they do transition. Yeah. So that means you can actually use them and all. It's interesting because they're the smaller frame compared to mine. Mine are a little bit wider, and
Does that make them uncomfortable for you?
I was thinking that yes, but no, they're actually comfortable.
Okay.
So I really like the look of them. They look just sick on everybody who I saw them on. For me, I don't know. I haven't even thought about them yet. They're not even set up yet.
Can you ask the AI to transition at will?
That would be amazing if you could like say, hey, I just want to transition or whatever. But for anybody who hasn't gotten one of these, the way that they like fold out in the case, I mean, it's one of the coolest little products to get this. And then so there's some updates that they brought in. So you can set an alarm with them. You can do visual identification now. So you can even just
all of the glasses right now, right?
You can even, for example, you can look at a group of what's that?
I mean, that's updated to all of the glasses, not specific to these ones.
Correct. Yeah, that's right. But like, you can look at a bunch of ingredients and say, what can I make with this?
Do people ask you what's up with your glasses?
You could do that with
can you identify
before,
people?
I think.
What do you mean? Like,
I've heard of being able to do that before, where you take a picture of a
That's not meta! How dare you!
NZPR
All right.
says,
can you identify
do you
people?
still find any use to Oculus
That's
Go?
a good question.
Zoink says, do you
What?
still find any use to Oculus Go?
Have you worn them outside? Do people ask you what's up with your glasses? The fuck is up with your glasses, man? No, I haven't worn them outside yet. As I said, I haven't even synced them yet because they were half through sync, and then I scurried away to some meeting or whatever. Like, I've had no time to do anything. Literally, I got off a plane today at midnight, slept a few hours, woke up, threw all my stuff on a desk, came down here, set my camera up and stuff, pressed go live, did a thumbnail. Did a thumbnail for tomorrow. We're gonna do this tomorrow as well. Tomorrow will be more focused on games. Today it's more of like a, let me tell you all the things that we did, what we experienced, answer your questions. Do I still use my Oculus Go? When I'm traveling, I normally bring it. But this time, Meta was like, hey, you're gonna need to shoot and edit a video. So I brought my laptop, and I couldn't fit my Go this time. But I usually use it on trips. That's my headset that I use on the go. Why? Because it's 3DOF. It's comfortable, it's lightweight, and I don't need it to last many, many hours. I just want to play, Augmented Empire or Narrows, some of these like old games. So, what are you trying to say?
No, I was saying I agree with Arcanian that it would be really helpful if it could identify people for you and remind you if you've forgotten their name or whatever.
Oh, geez, we're getting there. Here, can I have the case? I'll just put them away. But yeah, that was...
Oh, it's heavy.
Well, it's got a battery in it, but that's them. Here, let me actually do this.
Yeah.
I want to do an up close kind of look because they are pretty cool. So yeah, you can see that the
LL says, yeah, you use your Go to play games on. Yep, it's for games when you're alone in a hotel room.
That's cute. But it's like, they're just a really nice, I love the translucent like look, they're shiny, they're cute.
Yeah.
And I just got what would I call it? An Amberneck little gaming handheld, and that's kind of translucent as well. I got that prior to my trip. I think I've showed it off on stream before, maybe once. That's sitting upstairs. The Amberneck, the little emulation device, handheld. No?
I'm not sure what you're talking about.
Okay, you talk to them for a second. I'll go get it. One second. Yeah, hold on. Cool.
Why
says,
AI
show us the laser inscripted
what are you
glasses.
talking about? It is. I use AI all the time.
Star fan stuff
I mean, I have a
tracking
ChatGPT
alone in the
subscription
hotel.
for the top tier version of it or whatever, but we probably should cancel the subscription because it is fairly pricey, but it's so handy. Like, I use it all the freaking time for all sorts of things. It's just faster than Google in a lot of stuff, for a lot of stuff. You don't have to go through this long web page with a lot of other information and ads. You can just get the straight answer. Though sometimes, to be fair, it does give some really long-winded answers to some things that could be really short. But
a white tiger says, share with someone ChatGPT subscription.
I walked into a room. Would I remind? Yeah.
You can interrupt.
Share it with someone. Well, you can tell it to remind you, the glasses to remind you a bit later.
Yes. You can now.
Yeah.
You can say like 2 hours from now. Yeah.
Share with
I need to.
ChatGPT subscription. Yeah, well, if I could.
Is River
I'm getting attacked by the dog.
taking you over? So the amber neck thing that I was telling you about, and I'll show it here if I've still got battery. Let me see. Is this little guy. So.
Oh, that's what you're talking about.
Right?
Okay. I didn't know the name of that thing.
Little gaming device.
Yeah.
Which is cool. I really enjoy it. I use it with earbuds, and I'll show it off in a second. There's another thing that I got for us. So as some of you know, we went off and we did a wine tour, right? So we went off and we had some wine, and that was nice. So I brought back.
I've not heard much of your wine tour yet.
It was a wine tour. We drank wine. It's like, I like that.
Fan stuff says,
No rattlesnakes. No baby rattlesnakes.
No baby rattlesnake. You are such a big puppy. Look at that dog. She has a propensity to peeing in the house, so we do leave her. But yeah, there you go.
That's
so
why
we've got
she's a nappy, because she's.
These are
Yellow baby.
silver oak
Ambernick.
wine glasses.
Oh, those
So
are
you-
classy.
Yeah. So
Was that
yeah,
the name of the vineyard? Or?
it is. Yeah.
Okay.
But this is a wine glass. Yeah. Not the kind we're used to, but this is like a tasting glass.
Yeah.
So I got a pair of those and managed to bring this fragile ass thing back, a pair of them. So they haven't died.
Yeah.
So now we have to just not
Drocula's says,
destroy them.
I brought
Okay,
you back.
cool.
My wife doesn't want him.
To give you short and straightforward answers before every. Yes, I know. And memory is great, but doesn't always work. Yeah, I wish the
Are we
memory
talking ChatGPT or what?
would. Yes, I
Of
wish
course.
the memory would remember that I want short answers.
What does that mean? Sorry, I'm not following you.
Sometimes you ask ChatGPT and you want it to give you just a short, quick answer to something, and instead it gives you this really long-winded response.
Oh,
And like you can tell it, hey, I want a short, quick response to something, and it'll respond short and quickly. And then the next time you ask, it'll respond long again. So.
well, I like the fact that Meta are allowing you to interrupt. So now, you're like, no,
Yeah,
no.
I saw that
Dude,
one.
I was
on
because the
keynote.
natural conversation. That's the thing that's the most
Yeah.
annoying right now, because you're like,
The other thing that I don't know how Meta does it, but with ChatGPT that I don't like about the voice interaction
yeah,
is that it doesn't give you
Hello
time
says,
to pause and
haven't yet
think.
watched
your
Like if you,
latest
it's
vlog.
like I want to
Really
be
enjoyed
like
the laid-back
it'll say
style of the
something
one
and I'm
where
like,
you curiously
what do I
sat
want
on
to
a
say
fire
back? And if you don't
hydrant.
respond fast enough, it keeps going, and it's like, no, wait, I'm not done. Like
yeah. The other thing is, if you try to interrupt yourself to speak to somebody else, like the context, it doesn't always know that you're talking to it versus someone else.
yeah.
I've had that happen as well. That one's tough. That's a difficult problem. So here, I wanted to show you something here now. So this is the little device that I'm talking about, and it's got a bunch of like different games on it. What I have been playing recently, which is let's see, Final Fantasy VII, a few other things, but the thing that I've been playing a lot of is Tony Hawk Pro Skater on PlayStation. And I was sitting on the plane like jamming away, like playing old school skateboard games and stuff, but I don't know. This with my glasses, I just want to sit in public playing on this with the glasses and be like, fucking yeah. So
the see-through glasses because the see-through game.
yeah, hold on. Let me just do this real quick. I'll just throw it all together. Because I think this would be like a pretty cool, nerdy look. There I am. Good old Neversoft. This is like a dream come true. I don't know. I just like having a little handheld on the go is really cool. But there you go. The other thing that I need then for audio is just get the Nothing ear. There's a new Nothing ear, but you have all these transparent things. But I do like that look. It's pretty cool. So anyway, yep, very privileged to get these glasses. I will have to try to finish setting them up and explore them and all that. I was expecting them not to fit my face, but they seem to be okay.
Hello says,
cool.
yeah, the bad thing about the modern handhelds is that they're not pocketable.
It's too bad I've not found more luck finding the
A
Meta
pair
glasses that work for
They
me.
work for your face? Yeah, I know.
Um,
Don't mind me. There's just a mud fight going on behind. But yeah,
Art
so like,
Alien says, just don't let him get transparent clothes to match.
Yeah, let's not. He could get one of those transparent rain jackets.
I wanted to share this. Yeah, it's just so classy. For anyone else who was like completely a super teenager when like Tony Hawk came out, like being able to have this on the go is just so fun. Okay, I'm gonna stop that now. Right, let's get on to the next thing. So let's see, are there any other revealing things that I have to share?
Was there something you wanted to say about the glasses, or?
No, I don't think so, not in particular.
Okay, I thought you were about to make a point and then you got sidetracked.
I always get sidetracked.
Okay.
So I've got all these little doohickeys around. My plan today is to play Starship Home, and then there's a bunch of other games that we want to go ahead and try to do. I've been...
LL says, is the charging case the same on the limited glasses?
It's not, it's the same functionality. It's a black case, however.
What's the default one?
Oh. Sorry, the other thing I forgot. Oh, shit, it's upstairs again.
What's the default case?
It's brown. It's a leather brown.
Okay.
Brown leather. I think some of you have seen it. I'll tell you what, I'll bring it up.
I think black makes sense for the see-through.
The only problem is Mr. Fingerprints. I leave oily fingerprints on anything black, unfortunately, which is why I married a white lady. No, that's a bad joke. Can you imagine if it went across on skin and someone just has like you have on tech? It'd be very funny. I thought that'd be great.
It's like Hickey but with fingers.
Hickeys with fingers. That's a really good analogy.
Elizabeth says, wow, cancelled.
Wow. Oh my God, that's a really good analogy. Yeah. So it's like I leave hickeys on all my technology that is matte black or whatever, or shine gloss. I don't know, glossy black. Everything that's black. My fingers are just terrible.
Reported to the cancellation police.
All right. Handheld is called Anbernic RG35XXH for those wondering. Thanks, Stefan. That's great. That is the device. That's definitely it. Although Anbernic come out with new models like every given month, so if you want to keep up with the Joneses, you might just want to wait until you purchase to get one. Okay. Quest time, I think.
LL says, wow, that rolls of the tongue. Star Fan Stuff says, piano black is the devil's doing.
Oh yeah, I don't know. I can't really stand that stuff. But yeah, does anyone have any questions, thoughts about Kinect and all of that kind of stuff? Because I'm kind of curious what you guys thought about it, kind of watching from home, and is there anything else? Anything contentious in particular? I love contentious stuff. Like any tough hot takes? Any hot takes? What about you, Karen? What did you think so far of the whole announcement?
Watching the keynote?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, obviously you're always hoping that the next big headset's gonna come out, and it's not yet, obviously. I'm still waiting for that next generation that has the battery not in the face, like around the neck, or instead, or something like that.
Yep.
I'm really excited to see where the Orion goes. The AR glasses. I mean,
would you wear those today?
No.
Yeah.
The instant I saw them, like, oh, they're clunky. Like, they don't look good yet.
They are warming on me, but they are not fashionable.
No. Yeah. I mean, I feel like maybe a very specific person could pull them off.
Yeah. I think Mike can.
In general.
I think Bald Dude can. For some reason, a strong frame on a bald face is okay. You got interrupted when you were going to speak about why it was the best Kinect ever. Oh, well, let's finish. Well, no. Okay. So it was the most even-handed Kinect. I don't want to repeat myself too much either, because I've said this on blogs and podcasts and things at this point. So if you didn't catch it, we did an F Reality podcast with Nathy. Great seeing him after more than 2 years, have him back on the show. He was dead set convinced that it was only like 10 months. I'm like, dude, it's been 2 years, more than 2 years. And he's like, no. And then he was checking his phone, and the last time that he did a thumbnail, because he used to do the thumbnails. Yeah. And he was like, shit. So, I think everyone feels that way. It's like you just blink and all of a sudden years fall off the calendar. Certainly lockdown didn't help. But in terms of Kinect, the reason that for me it was the best is that it was really solid. Like everything, they showed all these things. There were 5 different things that they showed, from Orion to 3S to Meta AI to developer components, to Horizon Worlds even, the changes with that, being able to create a world from a prompt and make world assets. Neat. That looks really cool.
Yeah.
I thought that was I want to get Jade playing with that, because I think she would be able to create.
Maybe I'm just not a novice at Horizon Worlds, but something that I feel like Horizon Worlds is missing right now, that versus VR chat.
Yeah.
VR chat, I feel like there's so many custom worlds and clubs for all different purposes.
Yeah.
And Horizon Worlds, I'm not really sure. Like, it's obvious where the stuff they built is.
Yeah.
But like, where's, you know, the language clubs or the interest clubs or that kind of thing that people are like, where's the, you know, unique experiences that people built? Like, I don't know where they are. Like,
we should, this is a good point. I should probably, because Horizon isn't in every place, Horizon Worlds specifically, it's probably something that I should go explore on stream so that we can kind of give it a cross-sectional view of what's the interface like, how do you find certain content, what's it like now that they dropped the age bar, is it still adult conversations happening there, or is it like kids? I think they let in people who are 13 and up, if I'm not mistaken.
And I mean, the stuff that I'm talking about, do you feel like it's there and just hidden, or do you think it's not there yet?
Sorry, what do you mean? The like, features that I just spoke about?
No, but I mean, when I'm talking about more unique worlds and clubs and things that people have built.
No, they're there. They're just
not easy to find.
Yeah, in fact, people. I was on the bus with a tranche of about 25 different Horizon Worlds devs.
Horizon Worlds feels a bit more like homogenized. The chat is more catering to everything but less normie.
Yeah, I agree. So like I'll tell you one thing. This is one major thing I like about Horizon. It's not inundated with furries. No, like negative thing to furries, but like I do kind of like that there's some limits.
No, I'm totally with you on that. Like having everyone be like even having that variety of where they take human characters from. It's just as a coughing.
I know.
You know, she has a cough.
Oh.
No.
Stuff says, I'd appreciate if you streamed Horizon Worlds. I'm in Sweden, so yeah.
Yeah, see, this is the thing is people don't get a chance to actually to view it or to actually wander through it. So I'll do that for fun.
Yeah, but anyway, what I was saying is to even have different human models from different artists can keep your mind more on the models and less on the interaction.
Unless on the individual.
Yeah, when you have everyone in that kind of same set of avatars, but with unique, you know, outfits and things and looks and all that. Like it feels a lot more like real life, where you're dealing with them on a more human basis. You know?
That's a fair comment. I mean, like when I'm talking to, for example, Kent Bai, when we meet up for some kind of event, and he's like a bunch of global planets, and I'm like, am I supposed to look at you? Like,
well,
you don't know. I'm sorry, I'm looking at your balls all the time.
There's a lot of psychology around people wanting a face to look at.
Yeah.
You know, so if you have an avatar that doesn't, you know, but like but on the keynote, they showed a picture where there were some characters that did not look human.
Did they?
Yeah, I saw that and I'm like, are they going that way? Because I don't really necessarily want that.
Well, I mean, do you remember when Mark first brought out like the new company name is Meta and we're gonna build the metaverse, and it showed like a robot and like it showed a bunch of like different avatars sitting at a table like playing poker or something. So I think their ultimate goal is actually to get to a place where they allow more freedom. But for right now, everyone's stuck in a Wiimote basically, or a Wii avatar. A me. Yes, that's it.
Hello says, yeah.
Well, they did say they were going to bring a lot more.
Avatars, maybe.
They were going to bring a lot.
Showed very stylized avatars.
Yeah, but they're bringing a lot more customization into it, and they were talking about having AI again help create what you want. I mean, to me, when they started going into that, I'm like, oh, this feels like when The Sims brought out that huge update.
That's exactly it. They actually look like Sims characters now.
Yeah.
Like the next update is no longer a me; it looks more like a Sim. And honestly, do I like that better? I do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I like the direction they're going.
Yeah, I think that like the thing is that they are taking the feedback. They're clearly making changes. They're not just like deaf ears, which is what I liked that way. Now, the other thing that's really important, I sat down with part of the film crew. There's a wonderful gentleman named Elnar, who I got to sit with again this year, and he is part of the team that deal with spatial capture for Horizon. Sorry, not for Horizon, for MetaConnect. So like, there's all these cameras around. Let me see if I have. Do I still have that picture? You know, I showed you earlier. The dude with the big camera. Oh.
Yeah, no, I remember. Yeah, the tough-looking guy.
The tough, yeah.
So you talked to...
The guy who looked like a sniper. Let me see if I can... Do I have it? I thought it... The thing is now, my pictures are all over the place. Yeah, I don't know where that is. Don't worry about it.
LL says, how did Zuck look in person?
Zuck's always, he's an okay looking dude, but he kind of now, like, he had a good look before. Now he's like, he's a shaggy fella and he wears like baggy t-shirts and he looks like he's a rapper or something. He doesn't look really well put together.
More tidy looks.
I definitely, you like him? You like him this kind of shaggy look?
I didn't see anything bad about his look.
Yeah, it's not bad. It's just, it's a more...
It's definitely more relaxed.
More relaxed, yeah. And maybe that's a good thing. Okay, so one thing I wanted to share with all of you is that I played Spatial Ops, which is coming out soon in 4v4 mode. And they set up a massive arena with tables and chairs and virtual and physical objects in the space, plants and stuff like that. And we played 3v3. And I absolutely loved it. It was incredible. That was at a Resolution Games party. We were running around, and then I'd had a few drinks. And like in the middle of this, I slammed into a table. I didn't think anything of it. And then I get home and Karen's like, what's that on your arm? I was like, what do you mean? I mean, I didn't even, like, there it is. I clearly impacted something. And yeah, so all that is to say, this is a badge of honor. If you make a good fucking game where I can run around and I can run into something and hurt myself and I don't even realize it, I mean, that could have been partly alcohol, but I think the game was very immersive is what I'm saying. And I've already loved Spatial Ops, and now that it's coming out, they opened up the boundary. So no longer is it limited. You can now do, I think it's 17 rooms and 2,000 square feet.
What did it used to be?
I don't care. I don't know. It was like a third of that,
okay.
Or a fourth of that. It's like, it's huge. So you can literally like...
Speaking of boundaries,
yeah.
You know what I really want?
You're going to push my boundaries? What are you going to,
no, what I want the headset to do. Just the headset. You know when you set the boundary and it remembers it for next time and then you go and, like, I wish I could walk around, set the boundary for the whole house and have it save that. Because what drives me nuts is I'll play down here and I'll set a boundary in the basement and then I'll go upstairs and I'm like, okay, I want to play now. And it'll remember the one down in the basement. I can literally see the boundary down across through the floor. I don't even know how it knows it's over there.
No, I know. No, but you're saying like when you're in a part of a house, you can see it through the house on the other side of the house. You're like, hey, you know there's a guardian over there. I don't want that one.
Yeah, I want the one, I want it here, you know? And so I have to redraw the boundary every time. So I want it to save either multiple rooms or one big thing that does all the rooms. But I still, do you have any idea how it knows?
How it knows? It knows your position. What do you mean?
Hello says, I don't need a guardian. I have Zim.
What I mean is it doesn't know your house. It knows your relative position to that in space. So.
But why does it know that? Like
Are we going to get really philosophical here?
No, but I mean, I always think, originally I always figured out where the border was because it would look around. Like it would look around and see the room and recognize objects or walls or whatever.
Yes.
But it's obviously not doing that because I'm not in the same room I was, but it still knows where it is.
Yeah, so... I don't have an answer, but the thing that used to get me was you'd be in the room above, the room stacked above, and you'd look down and you're like, okay, that's my room downstairs. How do I make one up here?
Yeah.
There's just kinks they gotta work out.
Chris Richardson says, does it have an option for remote play? Or is Spatial Ops co-location only?
I believe Spatial Ops is co-location only. There's a single player mode. Yay. The other thing I played, which was really cool, is something called Home Sports. Imagine Wii Sports, right? But if you brought Wii Sports into your home with mixed reality. So for example, I'm gonna just walk over here for a second. Actually, I'll tell you what, let's not, I'll pull up a trailer. It's probably easier than me trying to be funky. But basically, it's like, if you imagine what Wii Sports was like, right?
Oh yeah, Arcanian. That would be handy too. But that would be, like, maybe have it be profile specific?
What are you talking about?
He wants to have a smaller barrier for his daughter versus the bigger barrier for him in the same room.
Oh yeah, like have a padding, basically pull it in so they're not smacking the walls. Yeah, I'd love that. Let's see, home sport. Let's see, where is this? This is not announced yet, and I just made a mistake. How do we? There's no trailers for this. That's funny.
Well, to play the spatial ops.
I thought this was in the
over the internet. You'd have to have similar spaces to work in.
That's fine.
Map them.
You can do it outdoors.
Yeah.
Just do it outdoors.
No, but they're talking about if you can do that or not.
Oh, sorry. Yes. Oh, wait.
Can you?
I think so. I think that would work. Because I've done a network-based login before where we set it up outside. I did it when Mizafer was here. And we did it that way. So anyway, look, let me just, I don't know where this trailer is. Home sports is coming. Imagine, air hockey, right? You little pongs, a little slidey thing on the glass where
just
the air is.
The normal game, yeah?
So imagine that, but full scale, where you've got a hockey stick, and the hockey puck you hit, it bounces off the sides and goes into the person's goal. And they've got one. So you set up, should I do this stand-up thing? So you set up your boundary system, and you've got your hockey stick, and they've got their hockey stick, and you're just and it's bouncing around the ring or whatever. So it's called home sports. Or the same thing, but with badminton, where you've got a net and you're playing badminton in your home, and just in a room. So what they've done is Resolution Games, the same ones behind Demio and oh my god, myriad other games. They've, including Spatial Ops, they've designed this as kind of like a Wii Sports for VR. But it's mixed reality. It's all mixed reality games. It's like 5, I think, at launch.
Oh, fun.
Yeah, and I think it's going to be really good. Now, the thing that they said was that
when is it coming out?
I think this year.
Okay.
I think this year. It is. It's a sports game, so it should be pretty cool. But the idea is you need 2 headsets. You need 2 copies of the game in order to make that work. And I said it would be much better.
1 copy of the game.
If you had host copy and a free client. Because it would proliferate. People would talk about it. People would buy more copies. And I feel this way so strongly that if you want it to proliferate, if you want it to get popular, like a Wii Sports is, people need to be talking about your game. Reduce the number of licenses required for them to play your game. You're reducing the bar for entry as much as possible. I don't mean make it free.
No, I know, because you have the people who buy in because they believe in it, and then you have other people who don't really know enough to buy it or not, and their friend will go, hey, let's play. And if they got that demo and that experience and then got a good thing going with their friend, then they'd maybe oh, actually, I want to play this even when they're not around, or I want to show it to my other friend. You know?
And then they buy a copy. And it becomes a snowball effect instead of this high barrier to oh, maybe it won't be good.
Yeah,
I don't
exactly.
know. That's the problem in VR.
Buy it and set it up when I've never tried it
And this is the thing. I don't understand why developers.
And then the first person might abandon because they don't have any friends who play it, right?
Exactly, and then you lose your inertia. And so, I don't know. I think it's very important in these early days. I know you got to recoup your dev costs. But the point is you got to focus on what's going to get people playing and talking about my game. Make it pop. You got to win the popularity contest, especially right now. So what they're doing is they're going to bring 2D games like Wordle. I'm going to show you that later today. Wordle into the store, right? So now you're going to have all the apps in Android are going to all of a sudden be on Quest. In the Quest.
So can you explain to me what Meta Horizon OS is?
Let me correct that. They have the ability to to basically port the app through an easy manner and also accent it. So you, for example, I'll show you Twitch later on. I haven't looked at this yet, but I think it's a viewer, a 2D viewer of Twitch, the Twitch app, but then they've got some props hanging in the spatial, just to kind of make it prettier, and you can do some interactions. So that's what the 2D Quest Store imports are going to be. But we're going to start to see a flood of these. And the trouble is, can you navigate? What was your question?
What exactly is the OS used for? Because they were talking about it, all these things that they've changed about the OS or adding to the OS, and I didn't really understand.
So Horizon OS?
Yeah. Like Asus and Lenovo to use Meta's OS.
So let's see. LL is saying they opened it up to third
operating
parties.
System. Yeah, I know that they're working on the headset.
Yeah. So
but I don't understand what they were trying. The news. What's the news about It's the operating system on the headset, but
yes.
But weren't they saying something about running it off the headset or something like that? I mean,
so you can. So they didn't demonstrate. This is one thing that was missing from MetaConnect this year is they didn't demonstrate how you would. They didn't demonstrate on like another manufacturer, like a Lenovo or Asus, running Meta OS. So they build their own hardware, but they're running Meta OS and they have all of the functionality of the software.
Oh, you mean a different VR headset?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but it's smart. It's kind of like graphics cards and OEM manufacturers. Like they're like, here, you can have our base startup, so you don't have to do all of that work, but you can design and create your own headset.
Yeah.
So I think it'll be pretty cool, but we haven't seen it yet. Hey, Colin.
And then do you know what they added?
I don't remember.
It wasn't anything significant. Anyway.
Not that stood out to me. I mean, the couple of the main things were like, now you have multiple panels, and I'll show you this later. It pisses me the feck off for now. Maybe I'll get used to it. You open something and it shoves I go to people and it shoves all the other windows to the sides in ways that I don't want. Like if every time you opened a window in Windows, if it shoved your windows to other screens, how would that make you feel? No. You'd be like, get the feck off my operating system, right?
Yeah.
Like stop messing, because you put something into place, you want it to stay there.
Yeah.
Right? And I feel like Meta are still doing a catch-up of like what Apple do, which they're like, you have a panel. It's sitting here floating over your desk. It's casting a lovely shadow. Look, there's some bugs and there's David Attenborough narrating from behind. It's so beautiful. Just relax into your chair. Whereas Meta's one is like, open the app. Look at your lovely thing, and then like want to open Discord or something else, and it shoves that to the side. You're like, where did my little bumblebees go? I don't know, and you just panic. So anyway, I
don't know where this metaphor has gone.
But... Face Off is 27 years old. Jesus.
Hello says,
Nicolas Cage.
do you think Kenny will be a recurring character?
I don't know. It'd be great if they killed him though in the middle of one of these. Oh my God, they killed Kenny. Kenny was the guy who had the Quest 3 headset, and he was trying to show live demonstration of like what the panels look like, showing off Netflix in the headset and all this. And then it was funny because the dude was sitting like right behind him, and he looked to the left, and he went, "Whoa!"
Oh, I saw that. I saw that.
Super funny. That was funny. The other thing that's neat is that I'm there. It's so funny. I can see myself in the crowd in the beginning of their official keynote presentation. I'm like, hey, I just did a community post about it, showing like Zim in the crowd. I was very close this year. You
should post it on Discord or somewhere I can see it.
Yeah, it's on YouTube, but I don't know. I'll do that later.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see here. Well, let me. I'll tell you what. I'll throw it up on this screen, and you can take a quick look, and then. Those of you, so there's an arrow over here. Let's see. So there you go. There's Zim. So some of you can see it, right? There's me in my my black and white hoodie.
Yeah. Wait,
right?
Go up again.
And then, this is where Zuckerberg is.
Oh, so you're fairly close to the front then.
Very close. I was in the second row. Nice. The other thing is, this lady sitting here, she's like MKBHD. It's Cleo. She's a famous YouTuber. She just did a massive video with Orion and feature, and it was like the girls who so this is Kaz and Cherry up front, and Sonia, and
they were GIF you guys made.
They were like freaking out over Cleo. They're like, oh my God, because like she's this prominent female YouTuber who's just at the top of her game and just killing it, and she does things like videos on quantum computing.
I miss being able to go to Connect.
Amazing.
It was a blast getting to meet the community.
That was amazing. Oh, see, this is the thing. The fact that Chris and I met at Oculus Connect one year, where he comes thundering down down the hallway. He's like, Zim! Like it was the best bear hug of my life. I didn't know who this guy was. At first, I thought he was security because he's not going. I was like, oh no!
Security usually give you hugs.
What did I do? Sometimes, but it was so nice, and I still remember, Chris, you running about. I did get back to Lagunitas, by the way. Did have more flights of beer. That was super fun. Old Aunt Sally's coming back. My favorite drink of ever. They're like, oh wait, it was limited, but like we're gonna do it again sometime. I'm like, please, because it was my favorite concoction ever. It's a sour beer. All the other guys tried it, and they're all like, I don't know how you can drink this like sour pissed. We can't drink this with my favorite ever. So
it's hard because like if I go to a restaurant and I find food that I really like I've had a situation like that where I bring it home and I try to make it and I like can make the recipe and then you're set because then it doesn't go away. But it's a little trickier with beer.
Yeah, can't really do that.
I mean, I'm sure there's somebody who could do it, but
I don't know. But no, like what Chris is saying, right, is Kinect used to be, and this is the biggest problem I have. So it was the best. It was the best Kinect. You're just getting licked. This is my. I should have like little text. Very inappropriate text. It says bitch cam. It's just all my bitches. It's kind of fun though. You hanging out with her. She's such a good doggy. That's River. So what I mean is,
Chris Richardson
Kinect used to be the heart.
Let me know when it's available and I'll score and ship you some Zim.
Chris, I would absolutely. I would. Oh man, I would take you up on that. Maybe I might ship myself down there and then they'll just find me in a gutter. 3 years later, just still drinking old Aunt Sally. So what else can we say? The Kinect used to be this center, and it was like this hub, and anyone could like buy a ticket and go there. And everyone who went there was like a VR somebody, and you could always just talk about VR, and that was beautiful. And then you had these peripheral events like corridor demos. Like I demoed Geekodan's virtual desktop in the early years, and then later we had like side parties and gigs, and that's where I met like Ben from Road to VR and Ian and Jag from Upload, and like you got to know everybody. It was like a consistent package, and it wasn't far away. All these side events were like a street over. But now, because we're on Meta's campus, it was like I was in buses what felt like 40% of the time. Like being shuttled from one place to another place. You couldn't get an Uber to campus because of campus security. Like the whole thing was like this whole pavlova of like being shuttled around and losing so much time. That's the time loss.
They should show you interesting things on the bus.
But I'm not complaining about the bus journey. What I'm complaining about is you have a group of people, right, who are talking, like we're talking right now, and you get animated and excited, and you have some drinks and some food, and it's like, oh, I got to drop my bag off, or and the second you go to do anything else, you lose 2 hours. Before you would have lost 15 minutes. You're like, I'll pop back to the hotel and I'll come back and I'll still be rolling with group. And so you end up with like this huge segmentation, even on campus. Finding your tribe, finding your people is very, very difficult. And so for that reason, I think unless they can reorganize how campus is used and keep everybody in a quadrant, basically, in a single area, not 3 different areas,
they should pick a different place.
They should go back to San Jose. Is my personal opinion. So that's that anyway. You are such a good dog, aren't you?
LL says, I'm glad Meta values you as a creator.
But
you provide a lot of value to the VR community, even doing it as a hobby.
Oh, hey, I appreciate that. Look, like for me, I'm so glad to be able to share this ride, and I think it's important to share it. One thing I would say is Thomas Van Bowel, the developer behind Cubism.
Just pretend you're talking to the river.
Like I'm just talking to the dog. What do you think of this, River? She's funny.
She matches the colors of the VR headset.
She does. That's a good point. It's River. This is your headset. Get him. Sick him.
She's coming.
Like, I'd like a VR headset, please.
Hi, he 217 says, I think it's a bit rough.
Let's see. Okay, so what have we got now? So, all in all, great event. Our handlers, the people who deal with the MetaQuest Creator Program folks, are really great. They really, really are. I like them a lot. This is about the 6th team of handlers that I've had since early on. I had a relationship with Oculus, then Facebook, Oculus by Facebook, Facebook by Facebook, Oculus, Horizon, all of these teams in between.
Fan stuff says,
they're really great.
Tracking.
There are a lot of creators who recently got added to the program. It felt like an inundated mix of people. Even at the event, it was only maybe a quarter of the total set, but it was it still felt good. And actually, everybody in the community is it feels like family. And like there are people like Disco VR, or Discover, who I got to meet for the first time, and she was awesome. And then there was Tribe Grey Wolf. Tribe Grey Wolf, I had no idea that this, another like husband-wife combo, who I had met before. And man, like, you see them in videos and stuff, and you're like, okay, yeah. But in real life, they're probably, you know. And then you meet them, and you're like, oh, damn, they're so fucking cool, damn it. And it's like, I want us to be that again. Like, we used to be that lovely combo. And then there's...
It's not cool.
No, I mean, like, we just need to do more things, you know?
I know.
It's like, I mean... I've got a little buck standing on my shoulder. He's like, you've done enough. You've got 3 kids. You know, so like... Anyway. But it's super fun. Super fun just getting to meet all those people, all those creators. I got to meet Otterworldly, whatever her name is. She's a small little powerhouse. And then there was Princess Viking.
This session got a bit philosophical.
All kinds of people. It has. Let's get to some gameplay. So the idea here was that we got through some bits and pieces. I will ask you to bring those upstairs, if you don't mind. Save them from it getting broken down here. And then
you're going to go do games. And
I'm going to do games.
I need to figure out what to do for dinner.
That would be fantastic.
Okay.
And
sounds good.
Yeah. So... Okay.
Do you want me to hand you over Mike stuff now?
Just that one. So you go ahead.
You don't need the string bit?
I don't need the string bit, but you wait. You gotta say goodbye to them or something. You can't just shuffle your way off this mortal coil.
I know. Goodbye, guys. It's good hanging.
Hello says,
I've missed this.
We need to be cool again. Go make dinner.
That's right. We should have a whip. That would be really fun. We can start making OnlyFans content. All right.
Star Fat Stuff says, bye wifey.
Bye-bye. So the reason I'm kicking Karen out is we need to be able to record quest content, and I can't do that without this device, unfortunately. There is a way to get her set up on a mic. So Karen, if a bit later on you do want to join, we'll maybe after dinner we'll set you up. Okay.
Hi he 217 says, just get Winamp. It really whips the llamas. Arcanian says, by Karen. We need to share more chat GPT tips.
Okay. Right, so that was a lot. There's still more to be said. The other thing is I got some presents, okay? So maybe I should check those out now, or maybe I should use them in today's run. I'll show you those. So before we do anything else, I think Meta sent me some stuff just prior to me coming to California. So we're gonna go through those real quick, and then, fucking hell, they're always sending me stuff, man. All right, let's see here. So what have we? Woo! Got stuff all over me here now. A couple of Meta boxes. Right. So anybody need a spare? Okay, let's see. So first up. We actually got the blue facial interface before. This is the orange one. I may not unbox that right now. We could. Maybe I should. Should I try using this strap just to start with? Let's do it. Let's do it. All right, I'll open it up. All right, we'll do it. They sent me some presents. That's cute.
Do it.
We'll just do all of them. So I'll just show you real quick what I got. So it's that. And then the Meta Quest 3 battery strap. Something to bear in mind, the 3S has the same arms. Okay? So if you have an existing strap, it'll work with the 3S, which is nice. What won't work is the facial interfaces. The facial interfaces are custom. They're different.
Says that battery strap is fucking expensive but must feel good.
And there is a new couple of facial interfaces.
Stuff says, but no 3.5 bummer.
There's a open-sided facial interface from Meta.
Says, hey, you get the 3S yet?
I do not have the 3S in hand yet. Okay, what else have we got? This is the silicone facial interface. I personally am not a fan of silicone because it doesn't breathe. That makes me feel all sweaty. It's good for if you're going to do a workout, apparently. But even when I work out, I choose cotton interfaces. Now, the other one I've got is the Quest Touch Plus controller active straps. I am not sure if these will work very well for me because I use a dock. Some of you have seen my dock. It's down here. Let me see if I can...
LL says, he'll probably have it sent and stream with it prior to the launch is my guess.
Like that. It's very likely, LL. It's very likely. So, so 1, 2, 3, 4, these little packages came in before. And then a lady from Moonplayer VR walked up to me at the SVVR party.
Silicon is nice if you do a lot of demos.
And sent me this. So this is really neat. It came in a tiny little box. It is a Bobo VR head strap mini. So it's like, that's all that comes. It comes in a tiny little box. I like small boxes, right? Ever since the Vive shook me to my core, I've enjoyed small boxes. So what I'm going to try to do...
Star Fan Stuff says, I got the ProTube VR straps. They're awesome.
I'm going to go ahead and redo all of this. Oh, pardon me. So bear with me a second here. The ProTube straps are great. I agree with you on that. Let me see if I can't charge this little guy up while we're waiting. And actually, if I can, I'd love to do a little bit of hat cam footage for you right now. So just bear with me a second. I'm going to go ahead and go to this little screen for just a moment while I'm doing a setup.
Says, Bona VR is the best strap. Curious what this is about.
Yeah, so Bobo's earlier edition is not something I was a fan of. I'll be honest. It was...
Arcanian says, and then they gave me a Lamborghini and 1 million in a Cayman bank account.
Let's see here now.
LL says, oh, BTW vlogs were awesome. Haven't watched the latest, but the fire hydrant one I liked, the chilled nature.
The fire hydrant one. That's funny. All right, so we got these. All right, so here, there's the Wayfarer. I'm gonna need to just... I need to figure out how to get this going. Give us a second. I need to grab. So for those of you who haven't seen this before, I manufactured this old Toronto Maple Leafs hat a while ago, and I use it for a kind of broadcast. Okay, let's plug that there. And so what I do is I do this when I'm doing unboxings, so you get the same experience as I do. And actually, I'm going to share some footage from the Meta Ray-Bans from the actual keynote event, so you can feel like you were there too. So I've got that all set, and I just need to get my USB extenders, which are here somewhere. These are not them.
LL says, it was an interesting thing to sit on. It explains the little thing we saw earlier. Flared base is key.
Let's see. It's a pity that the Ray-Bans can't stream that way, you know what I mean? So I thought that would be really cool. All right, I think I found it. I was using it to extend the Bluetooth connection for the PSVR 2 for a time. All right. Just want to make sure I'm not creating a huge mess over here. Thanks everyone for joining the show. Thanks for those of you who've been following along on Twitter and various socials and things. I've actually gone out to Meta to see if they can help me get my Instagram account. I don't even think I've ever used it, but maybe one of these days. All right, let's see.
LL says, do the Ray-Bans only stream to Instagram and maybe WhatsApp to someone?
Yeah, you can do a live feed to WhatsApp, which is really cool. So I can be like talking to Karen B in the park and just like pass through what I see to her, which is super cool. Especially now I got myself a data plan, so I can actually do that on the go. For the longest time, I was like, I'm not gonna pay your Canadian prices. And I would just sit with a prepaid account, but not very much data. And then anytime I would go into Toronto, I would put a data plan because I'm like, I need data. So let's see. All right, this should work.
Arcanian says,
dusty.
Can you not live stream to YouTube then? LL says, how much data?
I could probably work out a way. How much data I got? Do I remember the exact number? I don't know if I remember the exact number. Let's tilt that down a little bit. should do. All right, now we're gonna go ahead and continue. Put over there. Over there, please. All right, everybody good. So, let's see. I just need to check to make sure this is working.
Hello says, didn't you find this hat on the ground?
I did find this hat on the ground, you're right. Okay. That looks like that's working. I'm gonna go auto. So it will automatically. Here we go. Okay. So this
Hello
is
says, one day I'll win the Zim trivia.
okay. So this is the new. This is cool. Can you read what that says? It says battery pack kit expansion port. So you can actually do a battery kit expanding off of this so that if you want to do batteries later on, you're able. Now the stickers aren't really on here very well. All right, so this is Bobo VR. This is the M3 Mini. And I think this just slides around. Okay. Bit of a weird arm. It's got like a tilt to it. Maybe that's intentional. Make sure I've got. It doesn't seem like that well manufactured. It's got all these like little bits hanging off it, but I think they're just temporary. So this is the present, as I said, that I got from some lady who walked up to me and was like, "Hey, here's a head strap." I was like, "What?" Yep. Here's a head strap. Can we take a picture? I'm like, okay. She's posting to her photos. Let's see what else we got. L and R. Okay. That's all right. It's nice. The globular cluster hand cushion thing.
What an odd way to get hit on.
Yeah, they're like, do you see this? Look, it's like, I actually need, you know what I need? I need some kind of light source here. Maybe I need to scoot over here a little bit. There you can see all the, look, there's all the little connect bits. There's Adam's thing. Okay. So, put that to the side. Okay, it's a little bit better in terms of lighting. Still not focusing very well. Check my settings. I want it all to be blurry. Oh. There you go. That's better. And if I move into here, those should be kind of sharp. Okay, cool. All right, that's better. So now we have a system that's going to try to at least automatically sync up. Now, these come back here, and this is going to snap, I think, in there somehow. Really, the top strap. It's got to go here. I'm just kind of guessing what's all happening.
Hello says, did she give you the batteries for it?
Give me the batteries for it. No, but I don't know how this kit works that way. I'm trying to do this without looking at any instructions, because it can't be that difficult. Okay. We're going to try some of our new equipment today. This is me catching up, and then we're going to play Starship Home is the first thing on my list. This is just mash it together. That looks nice. Okay. But I really like this so far because it's a small kit. It's probably not very expensive. This looks like it's adjustable. Yep.
Hello says, yeah, people on Reddit always talk about the Bobo battery packs you quick attach to the back. Star Fan Stuff says, I gotta go to bed, Zim. Nice seeing ya. Take care.
Cheers, mate. We'll be doing more tomorrow anyway. Okay. So we've got these. I'll let my Enverneck back here. I need to drink the water. All right. Okay. Oh my. Right. let's see here. That's all that. All right, and that was the scene. So, so we've got the head strap. Let's pull the quest out. Now, this is my Zyber strap, but you can see it's gotten yellow. It's actually more yellow in person than it is for you. It looks almost kind of greenish, actually, at this point. That's just an aging plastic thing, which is fine. It's not at the end of the world. But I'm going to try and take this off. We're going to try it different. I'm going to change everything about my quest.
I think the correct term is piss yellow.
Piss yellow. Thank you. Yes, that would be about right. Oh, I also got this little watch, which is kind of fun. Thank you to Mize for gifting me that. That was during the barbecue. He got a watch from a phone promo. He's like, I'm not going to use this. Do you want it? I'm like, yes, please. So I'm back in smartwatch territory. If you send me a notification, I'll probably get zizzed on my watch. So now you can haptically combine with me. Now this one has the slider, right? This one has that slider capability. So we'll put that to the side. And then I'll take this apart. Guess I just need to take off the strap. That's it. Pop this off. I've had this thing on here for a long time now. But I'm trying to get this ready so that we're able to... Oh yeah. Good old pancake lenses, huh? Honestly, that's about the same thickness as like the visor. I did try the visor, by the way. I can talk to you about that. Those lenses, they just look so big, you know? But it's funny when you buy a device and it's like, that's all you get. Right there. That's your compute unit. This feels really weird. Okay, so put him down. Put these off to the side somewhere. I don't want to let the dogs get it.
Hello says, oh, you can't leave us hanging on the visor.
Visor is, in short, I wouldn't look to buy one. But it was more capable than I was expecting it to be. Is what I would say. So visor is like a almost productivity sighted. This is pretty cool. I do like the Quest 3, you know, like even just this part. Nice. Like I'm minging mine up. I do like the headsets being white rather than black because they show up less junk, or you know when to clean them. At least for the facial part. Okay. Now I can go ahead and connect this guy, and we'll test this out. This looks pretty simple. This is a shove this in here. I assume this is how this goes. Shove this. Just like slide it up. And then it connects. It's still got some of this like black manufacturing junk in there, and I don't know what that is. That's a neat little clip. Look at that clip. It's got a hole for 2 cables. That's smart. And that would just snap off. Now, is it exactly matched in terms of color? Not quite.
The 4 Life says, Orumzit from the other side. Rowdy Guy says, Zim. Nobody cares about the headset. Show. There. Giant. Lime. Topunks says,
show the giant lime.
How could you stream Quest S without audio jack? No more Y cables. LL says, did you slide it on correctly? Maybe from the start so it's inside.
I don't know. I think it's going to be a problem, Top. I think I'm going to end up with audio delay for streaming purposes, which means 3S is going to be a pain in the ass to like showcase for me. But we'll see. So this is the Bobo Mini head strap. Now what do we need? We need one of these. So we're going to go ahead and do this. How you doing, Rowdy? By the way, we missed you in California, man. Definitely. All right, so that's the head strap interface. We'll try those 2. I'll try these 2, and then later maybe we'll go for that other stuff. So we'll try to unpackage these. Let's do those last. Get this one done. They said, again, thanks to Meta for these products. They sent them to me free of charge.
Says, leave Rowdy alone. He's busy curing diseases.
Curing diseases? More like making them. That's a cool little unpackaging experience. It's like a little diorama.
Rowdy
expecting
Guy
that.
says, I missed you all too. Did you say hi to the Zuck from me? Arcanian says,
Of course.
if some strange lady gave you that, did you check it for hidden cameras? Adam says, with no O, have they managed to engineer the Bluetooth issue and how?
That comes off nice. I kind of like the orange. I mean, the orange is already my my theme, so maybe I should do that. I'll leave the strap for now. I'll leave that alone.
Arcanian says, be careful what you use it for.
I like this little sleeve. Honestly, their physical box design is nice. I really like the kind of like subtle colors and like, I don't know. I think they're really hitting it on the money for that. This is probably a good time for me to mention that I am a part of the MetaQuest Creator Program. I also am an investor. I'm invested in Metastock. So if you think I'm super biased because of all of that, that's fine. I probably am somewhat biased.
LL says, show Rowdy the see-through Ray-Bans you got. Those are sick.
They are sick. But I like to think that I am actually extra critical about a company that, you know, I care that much about. And I was an Oculus fanboy from very early on. So if you are detecting bias and you're like, hey, this guy, you can't trust him, like fair enough. But the way I would kind of position that for you guys is, I really want this. I'm really invested, and I really want this company to do better. And the only way I know about doing
Arcanian
that is by being picky.
He's paying himself to be biased, lol.
Exactly. That's not a bad look. This strap is a little bit funny. That squishes down to nothing. So this is not much padding. It looks like padding, but this is like, look at that. It's like, it flattens to zero pretty fast. I don't know what they have in there. Souls of Korean children or something. Okay. So
says, should have kept the Oculus name.
Oh, there's the can, by the way. I just wanted to show you that. That's so cool. They definitely should have kept that name. Come on. I'm so glad I brought this back. There's just some things that are just like, they're fun to have. All right, so we want to play with this. That's orange. Let's see. So that's the look. Garish, I would say. That is not the best look. Okay. The modularity of quests is just like, they end up being these hideous looking things.
With Daft Punk, that will be extra valuable in a decade or two.
Yeah, well, I don't know if it was official or whatever. We'll see. Okay, so this was HatCam. For those who were like, what's HatCam? I think we're ready. We're ready to go. So I just need to jack in my audio and here, you guys can come along for this ride. All right. That one? Nope. 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 That one. Okay. I need to bring this along the sides. Down the back. We're going to try this running off of the Battery Native. And I'm going to try Starship Home as my first experience. Okay. Bear with me. Now. Hey, Questy. I just need a right angle audio bracket. Of course, this is the last one that comes out. Okay. That's what we needed. Oh, there's this other thing here. I'm not sure what this is. What is this? A sticky bicky. Some weird material, man. That is fucking odd. Strange. Okay. I think that's to replace the back. If you want, you can take that off and just make it this grippy stuff. I think that's if you have a bald head to help it hold onto your skin because it's very sticky. I'll leave that in there for now. Like an eel. Ugh. Okay, for those who are new here, if you have a nickname in chat, okay? If you have a nickname in chat that you would like to shorten, like Topo, you could shorten it by just typing Nick. N-I-C-K.
Helen says, there was an unfair comment on one of your vlogs, saying it's just another video to make ad money off of or something M.
It's fine. I don't mind. Alright, last one. That kind of stuff doesn't bother me at all. Alright, Meta Quest controller active straps. Now, I've moved away from straps, right?
Says, I made an example.
This is such a tiny box. It's super tiny. Okay. Great. Thank you, Top. Gotta love the sustainable packaging. All right, how do these open? The thing is, the opening experience for like all of the boxes of their stuff now.
They just seemed angry, lol. I found it funny more than anything.
It is funny when people are like, well, even earlier on the podcast, there was somebody who was just like totally going off, and you're like, I get it, but like, who hurt you? You know, it's like, what happened? This is a cool material. All right, so these just pull out. Now, one of the things is with the dock, with the official dock, it says some manuals. Just kind of your standard. Welcome to your straps. Okay. As long as these straps can function without the cords, you don't need the cords, right?
LL says, yeah, I noticed that in the comments, haha, they seemed a few screws loose.
It's always funny. Tighten to fit. Okay, so you can optionally put the cord through, but it's not a necessity. These look neat. That fabric is something else. Come on. Hey. It's like the camera doesn't want to. I guess that's good enough. This is has a really like a Velcro texture to it. Oh, is it Velcro? Oh, it is Velcro. But it's kind of softer than Velcro. All right. Cool. It's springy. I wouldn't say elastic, but it's got like a spring to it. All right, these are the controllers. This is nice. This is well manufactured. I don't think that's going to come apart anytime soon. Cool. All right, let's try to put these on. Also, a lot of the new accessories that we got a chance to try out were really rad. Okay, so I'm gonna try these. This is like the whole demonstration of various things. I am behind on games, so we really need to try. Do I even have to?
Arcanian says, did you get the rechargeable batteries with them?
That's right. Rechargeable batteries came with the dock. So rechargeable batteries come with the dock, actually, and they are super handy. I really mean that. They're very good. Okay, let's see if I can figure this out. That does not look like the right one. I assume this is the right one. Nope, that's the wrong one again. How am I getting this? Okay, so this is going to go up like this eventually and clip in there, but this little claspy part needs to come down to the end.
How long do Quest 3 controller batteries usually last? Quest 2 controllers lasted forever.
Yeah,
Arcanian
they're long.
Says, it's a bit awkward to put in. You kind of have to do it backwards.
No, see that's actually this is a lot less awkward than the ProTube ones. Actually, because the ProTube design was very. That is so nice. Oh, By backwards, you mean inverted. Okay. I'm not sure that's the most comfortable material in the world. It's a little Velcro-y. It's okay. I'm not sure Meta would be okay me making this gesture. Okay. They fit. Okay. Now let's put the battery in.
The For Life says, way to shake it.
Like Katy Perry. We are gonna do it. But yeah, the next...
LL says, do it with a death grip. The For Life says, we need VR.
Now the question is, can I charge them?
Arcanian says,
oh!
I find them hard to get really comfortable, but then I have massive hands.
You can...
Dun Peel Hunt
you can charge?
Says, what did I walk into? Monkers.
Yeah. You can still charge them. So they do work with the dock. Okay. There is a much higher chance that I'm gonna be doing that. Okay, those are actually neat. Alright, you might have gotten me feckin' using straps, you bastards.
Says they fit perfectly in the dock though, which is awesome.
Damn! I thought they weren't gonna work. Okay, good job, engineers, for integrating that perfectly. It sounds like I want to pick on them, but actually they're just... It's kind of annoying when people do a really good job and you can't pick on them. kind of annoying, you know? Okay, let's see. But the thing is, I want to just be able to show this to you guys so that like you're like, oh, so that was pretty easy. Or that was terrible.
Are those official straps or third party?
These are official Meta ones. Yep. Gifted unto me by the grand mother that is Meta. Thank you, Meta. Okay. So now we'll fit these to my left hand. Yep. And I don't want to go too tight, just like... They look nice. I feel like in 6 months' time when I'm sweating into these and all that, they'll still look nice.
87 says, yeah, damn those reliable good guys doing a good job, Swift Rage.
Swift Rage was perfect. Alright, so those two are perfect. We got our little audio knuckle. What do I do with these then? What do I do with these? I'll put these over here on our little tray. Okay. I'm going to jack this in. I'm going to miss you 3.5 jack.
Says, they seem plastic-y, so will not change much.
Yeah, they are. They're plasticky. I would agree. Okay.
Chris Richardson says, they're stupid pricey. I snagged them at launch. But they are durable. $40.
$40 for a pair of... Yeah, that's the thing. Like, that's...
Arcanian says, can you press all the buttons comfortably with them? I find the lower face buttons a bit annoying.
We'll find. Yeah, I know what you mean, though, because you have to replace your hand. Like, your hand has to be kind of in a funny little place in order to reach them. I think that's going to be the same for me, to be honest.
Says, time to look for a latency-free Bluetooth audio dongle now.
A latency-free Bluetooth dongle now. Yeah, so the one that I use is the one that pairs with these. So if you have the 3S, right, you can get these little Razer earbuds. I did a review of these where I pretended like they caused my ears to bleed.
I think Kiwi makes something similar as well.
Yep. So again, you don't always have to go official. This is a weird color. I'm not sure I'm going to like that. Is it just
me, or did Zuck feel a bit off in the keynote? Like he was just trying to get through it ASAP?
No, he was a little bit off because the demo was fecking up at the beginning. I don't know. They did a good job on the live stream to kind of like prevent you from seeing a lot of that. But I took the video from my Ray-Ban glasses in 3-minute chunks. And so I've got the majority of the keynote. The problem is my phone is filled up. So I need to clear my phone out, dump that stuff off, stitch it together in a video, upload it, and then you'll be able to see like first-person perspective what it was like to be me for at least the beginning of the keynote.
Maybe a wired USB-C phone audio cable could
but
work.
That'll explain it. He was juggling. So But I had that feeling kind of at the start as well. Okay, let me just get my connection here up, and then we'll be good to go. So I gotta get my headset connected, get my audio in, and then I've got my stage ready.
LL says, yeah, it was like 20 minutes late too.
So here's that's the t-shirt, right? Walk like an Egyptian. Right? Okay. It's good to be back. I have had a period of like not really streaming a lot. And that sucks. Because
Vimmer for Life says,
yeah.
Nice twigs.
You calling my legs twigs? Let's see here now. All right, so that's good.
Chris Richardson says, I got the impression the Meta Glasses live translation was not quite live.
Oh, the live translation? Maybe not. I don't know. They're pretty quick these days. Like, I don't know. I guess I didn't notice that.
LL says, your forehead got an impression quickly.
Arcanian
says,
usually does.
I tried to watch a live stream of Connect on YouTube, but all the creators were at the show.
Yeah. Well, there's a reason. There's a reason. Because most of the creators, like what happened to Mike last year, was Mike and GT were streaming it, but then the live show got delayed, and so they went live with their stream, started talking about stuff, and then they're like, "Oh my God, you gotta take it down!" And they took down and deleted the stream because they, it was kind of like a feck up, but it wasn't their fault. So it was just a desync problem. Okay, so I've got that. Let's see if that's going on the other side. I got to make sure the audio sync is working on the lab. Now, if the lab starts getting all noisy...
Says, I just went to Facebook. They had the 1080p source.
Oh, 1080p source? Nice. All right, let's see if this gets the headset through. If you start hearing noise or whatever, you tell me, all right? Let's see if this is working. That one on.
Arcanian says, Steve Knows tried to live stream for a bit but then got stuck on a loop. I wondered if Meta hacked his stream?
They might have. Let's see. Just gonna install something. Guys, can you give me 2 minutes? I gotta pee. Be back in a second.
217 says, if I didn't already have a pair I would have gotten the limited edition Ray-Bans.
We'll be right
for
back.
Transparent things. Topunks says, I saw it in J. Brad's stream. Chris Richardson says, it got out of sync toward the end. You'll see when you repost it. LL says, Word has it Zuck personally put on his hacker Orion glasses and hacked him.
All right, thanks for your patience. Much appreciated. Okay. I restart my little streamer app.
LL says, if Zim truly cared about his live stream viewers he would piss in a bottle like hammers and drivers. No dedication. Topunks says, is that screensaver is for us to pee to?
Oh my lord. You all are so funny. I wonder if Zuck's AI programming was glitching out. That's why he sounded off. I need to watch it back. I haven't seen the live show again. I'm gonna do that while I edit and things. And also, the reason this impression happens is the backside of the hat cam. I mean, this is a really old hat. Like it was on the ground and I just found it. But all the plastic knobs are dying, so I have it on a tighter setting than I normally would wear a hat. But it does keep it in place, and I'm able to, you know, do that. So the next thing is pretty simple. We're gonna go ahead and I'm going to stream a game or two. Okay. MetaQuest Developer Hub is what I use to stream.
How did you clean it? I wouldn't feel comfortable with a random hat off the floor.
I washed it 6 times. I did a deep cleanse of it, like tumble dried, you know, washed in super warm water, like all that kind of stuff.
Says face marks for VR users is normal. Arcanian says Zim's probably not allowed to comment on Mark being an AI as he's under NDA.
What? Yeah, Mark's an AI and I signed a contract. No. That's funny. He could be. Okay, let me see here. Could Mark be? I don't know. He doesn't really come off that way. He comes off like the not cool kid at school. You know what I mean? Sorry, Mark.
Chris Richardson says, I feel most people wear the Vimmer for life says, that's what the contract requires you to say.
I'm so confused. This is a clip I can snap off.
IP217 says, are you sure that he was there in person?
I'm not sure about it. There could have been a whole holographic, you know what I mean? Like it could have been just a hologram.
Punks says, did you got to try the Orion glasses like Mike did?
No, I was a little disappointed because I don't know if they said it straight out, but I was certainly under the impression that we were going to get to the opportunity to try Orion, and then we weren't. It was only a very, very few creators. So I'm not the only one who was under the misimpression that we were going to get that opportunity.
LL says,
that's what
Mark Rubin was great and funny, great presentation. He was a founder of Naughty Dog and Crash Bandicoot.
I think you're...
Chris Richardson says,
are you talking about
VR headsets too tight? They think it needs to be airtight like a scuba set.
How do I do this? Like there's some holes in there, but how do I get this off? It's pretty firm on there. Oh, do I just slide it? I'm trying to get this thing fecking off so I can...
Topunks says, you should sit Mike on the next Tracing Sunday for that lol.
I should bench him?
Chris Richardson
Jason
says,
Rubin.
He meant Jason Rubin.
Yeah, because there's Mark Rabin, who's super funny, and then there's Jason Rubin. So Mark Rabin, I think, is who you was talking about, actually. That's my guess. Okay. This little thing is cool, though. This, like, piping line. Look at this. You just take it off and then you snap it back on, it clips. I like this. That's really slick. I don't know why I did that, though, because this is temporary. Alright. I'll leave that off for now.
LL says, oh, I got him confused. That guy wasn't the one who made Naughty Dog then? My world is a lie.
Bear with me a second here. I'm in slow mode.
Chris Richardson says, Jason was the Naughty Dog guy. Yep. Did he vanish from Meta?
He's in a more senior position, I understand. I think he's working more on the AR stuff.
Topumps says, Bobova is great.
Holy shit. Okay. This facial interface is nice. The head strap is nice too. I'm getting like a loving, like, ooh, it feels really good. Damn it. Do I have to switch head straps? What a pain in the ass. Why do my preferences always have to change? Okay. Well, first off, this little thing can stop.
Do you see the orange inside?
A little bit on the peripherals. Yeah, a little bit. Like little accents. I don't think it would bother me. I actually think it's kind of cool. It's like a little slice of orange down here and down here. Is what I see. Now, I'm going to share with you.
Chris Richardson says, it's sexy face time for Zimtalk.
Woo! Go sexy face. It's a sexy face. I need my controllers. Now that I've got this cool hand thing that does the hands. I'm not getting all Look at this. This like gray look. All right.
Vimmer for life says,
Oh, yeah.
allergic to orange.
That's a pain in the ass. Trying to reach that button, with my fingers like, ugh. Yeah, reaching the face buttons is tough. Everything else is easy. Those ones is a pain, which is probably fine, so it's out of the way. We'll leave it. We'll leave it. We'll leave it. All right, so let me see if I can't connect this now. I'll link it to the...
Arcanian says, yeah, told you.
Yep, you got me. You got me, my man. It says unauthorized. Device connected. Okay.
Topunks says, loose the straps a bit then.
I could loosen them. Come on now. Please plug. There we are.
Arcanian says, it's fine now. But after the 20th time. Lol. LL says, it is funny how Apple is like, look at our perfectly crafted headband, and Meta has a trillion random ones.
I know, it's funny. Very funny. The trouble is, so I've got more accessories to try out, but...
Why didn't you loop the USB through the back of the strap, instead of on the ear?
Because it's temporary, I'm just doing this for a second. Like... What's this? Disable request. It still says unauthorized. It's weird. Should be authorized. And what I'm trying to do...
You should dye your hair orange.
Dye my hair orange. So I'm like a punky, funky, skunky looking guy. I could do that.
Dan Peel Hunter 87 says, do you think the Quest 3 will be on sale coming Black Friday?
I'd be pretty surprised if it was on an additional sale beyond what we currently have. Let's see.
Arcanian
look at
says,
that.
You should dye your face orange too.
Okay.
Adam says, Meta has locked you out, cause you said Zuck wasn't cool.
Let's see, I got a new device thing here. Let's see, it says unauthorized. Device detected but unauthorized. Put on your headset to allow access. If access dialog does not appear, reconnect the USB. I think what's happening is I probably need to reset. This is no joke, this dial. This dial is like
87 says, while
crunchy.
you're at it, you should run for President Kappa Rift.
Here, I'm gonna restart this. Update before powering off. All right. Maybe I'm waiting on an update for the headset. That's possible. All right, we're in the battery race. I'll let it do its thing. Then we'll be back in a second. Oh. Can't wait to play some games. We're gonna play Starship Home. Is the first game. Here's their
LL says, I thought the Bobo comes with the Halo thing at the front, but I don't know much about it.
It's like one of those logos that bounces. Like the 3D.
86 Thema Data says, hey Zim and all, you trying a new accessory?
Hey Hatter. Yeah, a bunch. But I'm trying to restart the... So I've got a facial interface, the Bobo Mini. Got a few different things here. All right. But what I'm trying to do, and I've got the hand straps. I had a bunch of things that were like...
says, is Starship Home available now?
It still says unauthorized. Yeah, Starship Home is out. So I'm going to be playing that.
LL says, could you please continue with the bouncing logo for the whole stream?
Sure.
Also extend it to 24 hours.
Try and disable that now. Let me go ahead and root this back here. You guys were smart. It hanging off my ear was a pain in the butt. All right. Still says unauthorized. Why? Why? I authorize it and then it's like, nope, still unauthorized.
Vimmer for life says, lol.
Strange. I'm getting a device detected but unauthorized. If access dialog does not disappear.
86 Themadata says, just got the Bobo S3 Pro during the week. Liking the extra battery over the previous version.
Maybe it's not plugged into the computer. That would be bad. Seems so. Okay, nice. Yeah, the previous version of their head strap wasn't good. Didn't like the first version. I'm gonna try to restart this software. Oh, new drivers are required for MetaQuest Link. Okay, so there's a new update. I knew something was awry. Right, so what do you guys want me to play? Anything else?
Try a different USB port. LL says, technical difficulties.
I think it's the update. Oh. I have been flat out for like so many days. I got back at like 3 in the morning. Please restart your computer. Oh, sure. Blue screen of death. Fine, we'll just hang out. Dread halls. Fuck you, Adam. No. No dread halls.
Says, no Rona. 86 Themadata says,
I think I'm okay.
You look like you got a nice tan at least.
Well, thank you. I look silly naked now. I really do. Like, everything's white except for the extremities.
LL says, you should just lie down on the ground and play in lying down mode. I noticed that's back in experimental.
Okay, cool. That's good. These are... I need to adjust this so that it's not resting on my ears. I guess that's easy to do.
86
oh, that's what that's
Themadata
for.
says, didn't have to share that info, but thanks.
That's like most of my streams, isn't it? Just me talking about... Alright, let's see. Okay, let's see. I'm just trying to move my construct around so that it doesn't get all in the way. Okay, we're gonna try this again. Should be working. No problem. It's so weird though. Like, it still doesn't look good to look at somebody through a headset. You know, like, this looks dumb. This looks pretty bad. What do you guys think about the orange? I think the orange also looks bad. It's like, I mean, I get it if you're going orange and then orange head strap, but orange mixed with this Bobo Mini, it looks weird. It's like, who dipped this in kind of toxic paint? Very strange. All right, let's see if perhaps. Okay. Device manager.
LL says, once Llama 7.1 releases, we will never have technical difficulties in a Zim stream again. Enjoy it while it lasts. Arcanian says, maybe if you draw some flames on the side?
Huh. You draw some flames on the side. What are you talking about? Is this unauthorized now? Well, I can go old school. Alright, well, maybe we'll just do it old school for today. And I'll just do a normal cast. Damn. If that's the case, I'll take this off my face. Just for a minute. Anyone played Starship Home yet?
LL says, Big Boss's apology towards developers feels sincere. Arcanian says, or paint the negative so the orange becomes the flames of the volcano god.
Oh.
Of course.
Yeah, the problem is it's more like pansy orange. It's not like fiery orange. No, this is like not great. Jeez, it's causing me to authenticate like 6 times. Wasn't expecting that. There's plenty of games though that I'm like really keen on. So I really would like to play. Oh, and also I was thinking, maybe tomorrow we should play Hitman. I think it'd be funny to have me play Hitman. I think that would be comical. It would make for a good show. Alright. I've got something. It's not that good. But at least it's something. Alright.
Creator says, just finished Escaping Wonderland.
There we are. Look at my crutch. Okay, here we are.
Arcanian says, I watched Bendo Beardy Man play it. I think I might get it for my kid at least.
Oh, okay. You enjoyed? That's not what I wanted.
LL says, why do you dye parts of your hair white? Silverfire32 says, Quest Hitman or PSVR 2 Hitman?
That hurts. How dare you say that to me? Alright, what I'm going to do... Oh, this is a pain in the butt. I did not want this. I wanted to do it to high quality. I don't know why it's not letting me now. I'll have to debug that later. Okay, so I'm going to take all this down.
Arcanian says, looks pretty fleshed out. Looks a bit like Cosmonius High.
Okay. That's what I'm going to do.
LL says, did you finally get the actual past true walking update?
We'll find out. It's the new Hitman just for PSVR 2, Hitman Worlds. That is already on Steam. Right? And then, I'm not sure what else they were doing. Okay. So what I'm going to do is we are going to go ahead and play this way. This is not the way I want to play it, but heck it. That's my fallback method.
Did you get to play Batman at Connect?
I did play Batman for a little bit. I didn't do it for a long time. And let me address the lav here. Sorry for the little delay here. Just trying to make sure it sounds good.
Arcanian says,
okay.
Are you allowed to share your thoughts yet?
On Batman? I didn't play much. I'm basically saving it for you guys. Alright? So I really played like 10 minutes. Something like that.
Serpo10 says, well hello there. Vgamer4Life says, I demand my money's worth on this stream.
Your money's worth, eh? Alright. Like my pass-through, thank you very much. Now, see you've got these like multiple panels now. Now, if this really lags or whatever, please tell me. This is not how I normally stream. But we'll go. So I've got the casting running. Now, I don't think you're hearing anything just yet. Forget Horizon View. Let's check the store for a sec. Okay. Now, is that big mode? Oh. Oh. Oh, this is like immersive theater mode. That's so it darkens your environment. You can still see, but it's pretty damn dark. And then you've got this like massive screen in front of you, and you're like, what am I going to buy? Well, there's Starship Home. That's installed.
Arcanian says, oh no. I mean, hi Serpo.
Okay. Starship Home. Welcome home. Yes, you can have my... Your boundary is off in this app? Is that right? They've got such a cool logo. Sorry it's stuttery. I don't think the audio is on though, on the cast. Ugh. That's a nasty start. It's actually lagging for me. Ooh, controller haptics off the beginning are really nice. You're not hearing that. Let me
Arcanian says, no audio.
Yep, I didn't think so. Bear with me. Okay, this should work. Let's see. Make sure everything is in the everything's in the right place. What does that mean? By hitting launch, you agree that everything is in the right place.
Silverfire32 says, if I get a 3S for my son, I'll need to add him to my quest so I can play Batman on my quest.
That's kind of cool.
Chris Richardson says, FYI, you can adjust the darkness level in that theater display mode.
Oh, that's good to know. Thank you.
Arcanian says, make sure everything is in the right place in your life.
Let's see how it goes. This is going to be Creatures Starship Home. Now, I wouldn't judge it too harshly because you hear it?
LL says, no. Chris Richardson says, no.
No audio.
86 Themadata says, nope.
How do I do that then? So if the audio isn't coming through, I guess I'll just do the other thing. Hey, Denver.
Sir Poten says, my real complaint with Mr. is when hands or controllers don't perfectly overlay. It's so immersive, breaking to me and dizzying.
Okay, so I'm going to try to execute something a little bit different then. Let's go ahead and do... So you're not getting audio, which means I do have to send audio out. So that's what I was just trying to do.
Arcanian says, I wish this game was multiplayer. I'd love to play this with my kid.
Ooh, that sounds nice. That's the correct one. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I will restart this little shindig.
Brad,
Yes.
dinner.
Okay. Thank you.
When did you get orange?
I just got orange. What do you mean?
Your headset has an orange thing.
Yeah.
When did that happen? You got that on the trip?
No, they sent it to me just before the trip.
Oh.
I just installed it.
Give it. Is it any different?
It's orange.
That's all the difference. The color.
Just orange.
Okay.
That's on the wrong side because Karen's talking to me and I can't think properly when she's talking to me.
Vimmer for Life says, it's
Don't let the
always
cat
been
eat your
orange.
dinner.
All right. I don't see any cats.
There's Walter right there.
Denver, can you put Walter in the other room, please?
LL says, yay, my Cheeto dust won't show now. 86 Themadata
Doesn't even
says,
recognize.
Karen's looking like she doesn't even recognize you anymore.
Thank you, Denver. Oh my god, dinner looks good. Alright, I might have to eat something here. Alright, so that should work. Oh my gosh. Thank you, Dan. It's warping though, right?
Sir Poten says, now that looks tasty.
Alright, you gotta give me 1 minute. I gotta eat. Although eating a pasta sauce with a white shirt, that's a limited edition.
LL says, yeah, but I can't tell if the warping is less. Arcanian says, I hate how well behaved your kids are. Mine would just say no and walk off. Lol. 86 Themadata says, is this the new Will Smith eating spaghetti AI test?
Exactly.
Sir Poten says, laughing my ass off, mine too, Arc.
All right. 1 minute. Man's
Hello
got to eat.
says, agreed. Zim should father everybody's children.
I'm up for that.
Sir Poten says, brave man not getting your quest all read.
It's just too good. All right. Almost there. Let's see if you can hear it.
LL says, oh, I notice a sauce mark on your t-shirt. Sir Poten
Oh, don't
says,
be.
dinner time, have a good one, y'all. LL says, just under the collar.
All right, here we go.
Chris Richardson says, if find mixed reality gaming is awesome for waiting rooms. They think you can't see them and act up.
I swear to God, if there's no sauce on this shirt, I'm gonna ruin you. Oh, I like their logo. Their logo's really rad. Why do things have to be so cool?
86 Themadata says, imagine switching out to VR and there's nothing on your plate.
Or worse, it's not pasta, it's like something else. You're like, oh God.
LL says, come on now. How could you be so naive? It's me. Arcanian says, did you just say rad?
I'm gonna have to catch up with these messages. I don't know what the hell you're all saying. Try to get this going. All right, let's see if there's sound now, and then I'm gonna eat the rest of my dinner. All right. Let's see.
1. This is a confirmation that the box was successfully delivered to Dr. Wandrum.
LL says, yes,
Terraset
sound.
9.
All right. Is the sound loud enough, or do you think it's a bit quiet? We're gonna continue. But I'm going to eat my dinner first. Now that it's all blue. Pretty weird.
Arcanian says, I think you need to add a pause between Bell reading the messages. Chris Richardson says, a little quiet.
All right.
Substatica says, it's not bad, bit quiet but audible.
I'll bring it higher. I love this mic, by the way. Some of you saw me using it. Ew. Why is it covered in? I try to keep it all.
Arcanian says, sadly not quite enough to not hear those wonderful eating noises.
Sadly, not quite. Oh, well. Sometimes, Ark, you gotta make a sacrifice. Okay. Yeah, but like the frame rate, like look at this, it's fucking terrible. Ah. Okay, it's not so bad. Thought it was bad initially. All right, let me finish this off. Then we go. Okay. Now you're really gonna hear it because I just turned off noise suppression. You hear slurping and glurping, and all right. Well, that? I think so. Okay. And then I'm gonna get to see. Okay. Yeah, about the pause. Okay, I missed a little bit of messages there. Let me just check them. If finally...
Arcanian says, I'm kidding. Obviously, we all just came here for the ASMR mukbang.
I'm not going to be... Who was that guy on the internet who, like, did mukbang until he was enormous? Nick something? My God. And then I made the mistake. I searched for mukbang once, and then I got inundated with mukbang videos on YouTube for, like, oh my God, weeks.
Clueless Dad Gamer says, I don't have passed through that crisp. LL says, Nick Quinn. Arcanian says, and then he lost all the weight in secret and revealed he was slim again.
What? Did he? Wow. Oh. I just remembered. On the plane coming down, I picked up a new sponsor, Molson Canadian. Beer that tastes like a fear of squirrels. Oh yeah. I've never had this. Let's see if it's any good. Cheers.
LL says, yeah, wait, you didn't know that guy became skinny again? I thought that's why you brought it up.
No, I had no idea. No idea. All right. Time to play again. Let me get rid of this. Thank you for your patience. For these long streams, the problem is it really does... Oh! An alien left a package. The feck is this? All right, if the frame rate's really bad...
Says, Nick Avocado is his name, not Nick Quinn like I said. That's Rizol lol.
Oh my God. I thought that was Rezol. I was like, wait, you couldn't possibly have the same name. You are a bad person. Okay. I'm gonna leave this here. Canadian beer. It's really just tastes like beer.
Arcanian says, I didn't even know about the whole genre until I saw the Meat Canyon animation about him.
Okie dokie. How you doing, Mr. Skull? We call him Murray for obvious reasons. Obvious reasons, I say. All right, Starship Home.
Thank you for accepting the delivery. Have a nice day.
How's that sound? Better? Thanks for accepting the delivery. Everything's blue. Do you see that?
LL says, better.
All right, thank you. Fucking weird-ass buttons. Oh, Y, X, B, A. Oh, cool. They look alien, but they're not. And that's creature, is it? I don't know. Place on wall.
Arcanian says, your hands are behind the box, though.
Well, no. I let go by accident. There, we'll put you over here. Let's put you there.
Arcanian says, no occlusion on quest yet then?
Oh, that's weird.
LL says, yeah, the devs need to do occlusion. I don't know if that's a meta thing or a dev thing. LL says, there is occlusion in certain apps.
Wow, okay. It's not perfect. You can stick it to the wall. Trying to make sure the pipe goes down far enough. I'm gonna stick it there. Nope. here, maybe. Let's see like that. Oh, that looks sick. That's really cool. All right, cool. Now I'm going to be wandering around, so don't expect me to not chop off.
Says, what is CNONC at?
What is what? What? What did you say, Rowdy? What?
Chris Richardson says, you have to look lower than natural, I think, to show us what you are focusing on.
Yeah, okay. That's a problem because this thing doesn't crop right. Sorry. Thanks for the heads up, because I'll try to do that, okay? Okay. Let's see. That? Yeah. Okay, so it's a head tilt, because that would be me looking there. I think that's a little bit more natural for you.
LL says, no heads up, put your head down.
All right. Incoming accept mission.
Oh, this is so awkward. But you have my starship?
Rowdy Guy says,
It was sent
what
to
is
the correct address,
CNONC at?
but to the wrong planet. Can you fly it back to me? I needed to research the blight
He's
that is
super
threatening the galaxy.
Research the blight. Unpack more ship components. Oh.
Arcanian
this
says,
explorer's
apparently this
guide will
game
come
is
in
one
handy.
of the first
My
to
search
use
for the
Unity
8
6,
Dreamer
so I
plans.
wonder what new features it's using. LL says, Rowdy is being a funny guy. He's referring to your t-shirt.
It's the Starship Setup Guide. Okay. Unpack more ship components. Get the helm, storage, windows, fertilizer, watering can, and airlock. Huh. Here we go. Place on floor. So we can just choose to put these wherever we like, basically. Ugh. I should get there.
Chris Richardson says, this looks pretty neat so far.
This is fucking sick so far.
Goody. There are labels. Another thing you can't guarantee with lab equipment. That's lovely.
Windows, energy fruit. So there's like... So there's various objects that you can pick up. What is this? I like how it sticks to objects and things. It's freaking rad. Okay, can I just sit this over here on my desk? Oh my god, I can. Oh, that's fucking cool, man. Holy feck. Alright. Nice. You guys suck. Stop it! I'm just enjoying myself. Alright. The angle of picking things up is kind of weird sometimes. Put this here. There we go. A terrarium with little creatures in it. My kids would love this. Holy cow. Alright.
Hopefully the twins are still okay in there. They're a long way from home, and probably very, full. This starship isn't going to set itself up.
I'm working on it. Alright, we got windows, watering can, and airlock.
LL says, what is CNONC at?
I don't know. Watering can. Place our Hey, where'd this little thing go? Oh, there's a shadow. What the heck? You can literally do a shadow. Hang on, hang on. Put this all the way over here. Can I put this here? Cool. Place on wall. Put on the green screen this time. It's an airlock. Airlock empty. Kind of scared.
Please close airlock hatch. Please close airlock hatch.
Okay. Please stand by for further instructions. Nope. So there's all these components, and they need to go places. Okay. That just looks like...
Hello says, I think the game sound is slightly too loud now.
Okay, well I can probably affect that here. That should do it. These are like beans. I don't know what they are, but they're like beans. I'll do that one there.
Arcanian says, I think the game audio is a bit... Yeah, what he said.
What he said? Alright. Well, are we better now?
Early Bird says, boobs.
Boobs. Boobs, boobs, boobs. Put this all the way down here. You gonna let me? Yeah. Just give us a little... It's cool because, like, your whole place starts... You start feeling like you're walking around a ship, you know? Pretty cool. Alright, let's
Hello
see.
says, Arcanian, thanks for reading my pronouns pin.
These are funny. Alright, let's do this here. Okay. So slowly we're getting a better sense. I'm trying to move these things in places that kind of make sense, just in terms of where I'm looking. Okay. We've got things around the place. What else? What is this? Put it over here, so. Put it over here. I guess it's a window. Okay. The windows look pretty cool. I don't know how that looks to you guys. It still says unpack more ship components. Really? Really having me put a lot of these up.
Hello says, it looks so-so.
Yeah. These have pretty, like, thick frames. But I think the whole point is you're supposed to be, like, feeling like, I don't know, you're putting this stuff up on the real wall. That's weird. Trying to find a place to put these things.
That's the last item in the box? Where is my plant? Oh, goodness. They left my plant in the airlock. Can you get it out of there? The Ocus floralis is extremely special. It's the only specimen of its kind that can dream.
Okay. It's in the airlock, huh? Okay. Oh! Hey, buddy. I see ya.
Stellar Express didn't even put my precious plant in a pot. This is outrageous. Can you please get one from the storage chamber?
Okay. Maybe I should just put that back.
Please slide the airlock closed. Please close airlock hatch.
Alright. So this is just like... Okay. Small pot.
Oh, thank you. My research partner and I have a theory. This plant is one of 8 stellar variants, and each has just one plant that can dream. We haven't seen it yet, but the potential is too thrilling to ignore. Analyzing these dreamers might uncover a cure for the blight ravaging the galaxy. Research must prevail.
Starship ready for launch. Your ship ID is 0CU-LU5.
All right.
Remember ship ID for all warranty purposes. Push button on helm to launch.
Oh.
Launch sequence initiated.
Activating. Train thrusters primed and ready. Countdown engaged. 3, 2.
Oh, I'm getting lots of feedback. Is that a real cat? Yes. It's funny if it was a space cat. You're like, wow, that looks good.
Launch successful. Awaiting destination coordinates.
Oh, that's Earth. Function unavailable.
Coordinates. Ah, yes. I have to calculate the hyperspace path. It's going to take a moment, so in the meantime, make sure the Arcus floralis is still doing okay. This plant could be the cure to the blight.
You want me to check how to
It
scan
looks
a
like
planet?
the Arcus floralis has a weed. Just grab it and yank.
All right, there's a weed apparently in here. That's good.
Oh, thank you. Now the Arcus floralis has room to spread its roots.
Ah.
I'm almost done with the calculations. Can you water the plant? The watering can should be, somewhere.
I guess I'm gonna go ahead and water the plant. With the watering can. Hello. Can I water you? Here. Here.
Tag
Hey.
VR says, Zim Zimmer who got the keys to my bimmer.
Who the feck is that? Is that the troublemaker? It's the feckin' troublemaker. I thought I left you in a ditch to die in California. How dare you crawl out from it? I'm a space warrior now. I gotta care for my plants. Hang on. I can't be a bad guy right now. Okay. Very good. Now what? Incoming transmission. If this says something about a bimmer, I swear.
Tag VR says,
Important message for all you wanderers out there. The blight, that eerie silence creeping its way across the galaxy like a shadow in the spacey night. Well, it's on the move. I don't know where it's coming from, and I sure as space dust don't know where it's heading. But what I do know, you don't want to get too cozy with the blight. Stay safe out there.
Okay.
I've calculated the hyperspace path to Terraset 9. I'll send it over now.
This is bizarre.
Encoded interstellar hyperspace path detected.
Ah, great. Now, open the star chart so you can get the ship back to me. I need to find the other 7 dreamer plants.
Oh.
Decoding.
Oh.
Decoding.
Able to see my home planet now. So it makes sense if you haven't seen us in the night sky before.
This is really cool so far.
There should be an energy fruit in the storage chamber.
What did he say? Some kind of root? Energy fruit.
LL says, is it true that if you ask him in person, Gamertag VR will squat you for reps?
What am I supposed to do with this fruit? Eat it? Oh.
To do now is push that lever forward, and you'll have my ship back in no time.
So that's fuel for the ship.
Travel sequence initiated. Warranty voided.
Ugh, never mind that. Let's get this Starship home.
Terraset 9, here we go! Brought to you by Creature. I like Creature as a name. It's a pretty cool name for a studio. Are we there? Now what? Whatever will we do? Incoming transmission.
I'm on my way to meet you in orbit. In the meantime, I'm sending over my bot to check on the Orchis floralis. Once fully grown, the plant might reveal the origin of the blight.
I still don't know what blight is. Retrieve bot and wait for Wandrum. What a weird name.
Object requesting access to airlock.
LL says, what's that aquarium map? Its windows look better, I think.
Yeah, Ocean Rift.
Please close airlock hatch.
Item outside. Press button to retrieve.
Access granted. Please remove item from airlock.
I'm getting the feed from
Please
the bot
close
now.
airlock hatch.
The Orchis
LL
floralis
says,
is...
I think I'll get a Quest 3 soon. What do you think of the 512 dropping in price? That's awesome.
It's great.
Red button on the terrarium and deposit some goo.
I think having the 512 drop to $500 is great. It's a much better price point for that actually.
LL says, are all your quests 128?
No, my Quest 3 is a 512. What does this say? Fertilizer. Is this fertilizer? All right, what's fertilizer? I press you. Oh, fertilize. So you want me to fertilize this thing. Okay, well, we can get some fertilizer over here. That's lander, energy fruit, small pot. Fertilizer. Maybe these guys go poo-poo. No? They're just hanging out. Water, fertilize. Water, fertilize, and pull weeds.
Arcanian says, it wants you to fertilize the robot. Is that even legal?
I'm pretty sure Twitch doesn't allow it. Fertilized plant. Where do I get fertilizer? Unless maybe I just use this and turn it upside down? I'm not really sure. Let's have a look. Do I push a button? What does this say? Botanical orbital transporter. Open? Maybe do I? Anyone got an idea how I fertilize? I have no idea. I don't know what I'm doing.
Arcanian says, I think you might have missed some instruction.
Yeah, I would say so. Plant scanner. What was the lack of energy?
Always good to have the guide handy in case I forget how all this works. Traveling to new planets, retrieving plants from the surface, so much to know.
Fertilize, but how? I have no idea. Huh. That's odd. I need help. How am I stuck already?
Arcanian says, maybe check the other things you put on the walls.
It's just all windows. It's windows and then... I don't know what it is about this fucking beer, man. It's fucking me up.
Arcanian says, not all of them.
Alright, I'll check the other ones. But there's the lock. Airlock.
Hello says, if you need help you've come to the wrong place. I'm very unhelpful by design.
Oh, that's fertilizer. This weird, I mean, it honestly looks like...
This fertilizer critter was rescued by my dear colleague Jeff from the planet Arcus. Ah, fresher than the morning dew on a squishberry petal.
Okay. Plant has been fertilized. Oh. Oops.
Arcanian says, either you missed the instruction or Ben just worked it out himself. Lol.
Yeah. Oh no, not happy.
Can you make sure the eye is still functioning? Just put your hand in front of the plant. Not too close, though. This isn't right at all. The data is all wrong. It looks like even the Ocus floralis is blighted. How?
Crawl over this way. What's going on? Huh.
I don't know what's going on. The connection to the starship is unstable.
Oh, what's happening? Why is everything pink? It's so weird when they change colors. Everything goes pink. It's like first it was blue, now it's pink. What the...
Oh no! Quickly! The starship! Can you realign the polarity?
Oh Jesus, look at
Something is
that.
out there! Get out of there!
Caller lost.
Pretty deadly. What just happened? He just died? This is bizarre. Starship Home. It's like Home Alone.
Wandrim, I'm getting massive blight signatures from your planet. Are you okay? Wait, you're not Wandrim? But you've got his Arcus, eye tulip plant? It's been blighted? Oh, this is not good. You gotta bring that to me ASAP. I might have something that'll bring it back. Come!
Encoded interstellar hyperspace path detected.
Encoded hyperspace path?
Decoding.
Arcanian says, it's a shame your hands are still visible behind game objects. Occlusion adds so much more immersion to mixed reality.
Yeah, I know. And also the TV in front of me. That portal isn't perfect. I do think they'll get it eventually, though. How do I clear the blight? Dream with a plant to heal it from the blight. Press the button, pop the bubble. Press what button? What is that?
Arcanian says, that's what imagination is for lol.
Meet friendly stranger is what it says.
Energy cell required for hyperspace travel.
You love that Starship, pal?
That was kind of neat, but at the same time, I feel dead inside. We might have to call tonight's stream short a little bit. It's been fun. Because I want to do tomorrow for sure.
Name's Jeff, by the way. I kinda crashed here. Wandrim had been searching for that eye tulip plant for years. He's pretty sure it's a fabled dreamer plant. It might lead us directly to the blight. Find me on the surface. I think I have something that might be able to help Wandrim's plant. There should be a button on your helm to open your planet scanner. Finding my crash site is gonna be pretty
Arcanian
easy.
says, I bet your
It's
kids
the
would
big
love it.
smoking crater. Smells like nachos.
Smells like nachos.
Hello says, imagine the point mixed reality is so good you can't tell if virtual objects are actually there.
Oh, that's cool. The asteroid just went by while the cat is coming down. It's gonna get there is the thing, you know? I know I'm wandering out of my green screen here. Retrieve item from Jeff. Where's Jeff? 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 The feck are you, Jeff? Where are you? Like wiping the fog away.
Arcanian says, it's going to get there and then we won't know what's real and what's not.
Ocular rift.
That was pretty fast. Good job. Get one of those landing canisters from your storage chamber and put it in the airlock.
Landing. Now we're gonna help.
Yep, just pop that into the
Please
airlock.
close airlock hatch.
There should be a button on the side of the airlock. That'll send your lander down.
Alright. I'd like to mutiny and put the captain in the airlock. Captain. Captain's log.
Receiving lander feed. Holographic
I mean, wouldn't it be great in Among Us if you actually loaded?
Homeworld of
I can't believe how much this is.
took wandering years to track down. And crashed right into it. Oops. Maybe I should have chosen the holographic lander feed option.
What the frick is this? Oh.
Yes, that's it. Now hold it there. Oh, that's where Wandrum found the Dreamer Eye Tulip, nestled in the shade of the old Mother Eye. Oh, so close. Try scanning a little longer. Incredible! This scanner might know even more than Wandrum.
This definitely feels like a kid's game. Alright, hold on. I need to take a break from all of this nonsense. I mean, I'm sure it's going to be fun for me when I'm in a slightly more, like, awake status or something. But, like, right now... Was the audio good anyway? The video feed looks like... I want to work out to see if I can make it look better. And then maybe bring that back tomorrow. But I think we're going to... I'm feeling, like, dead tired. Oh. It's probably from all the travel. At least we got to recap Connect. That was cool. I did enjoy that. That was nice. But yeah, I think I'm gonna go get some more food and then take a big old nap and then get up tomorrow. Already got the thumbnail ready for tomorrow, so setup won't take as long. I'll try and fix some of the stuff that we've had so far. We got a few other things like accessory wise to explore. Whoop. Whoop. And so far, I would say that the mini head strap is really quite nice. Actually, I wasn't expecting it to be.
There, right there under the collar, tomato mark.
What? Where? You son of a bitch. How dare you? All right. I think we're good. Uh-oh. Someone is coming. They're coming to hurt me. The bugs from outer space. That was pretty cool as a starter. I need to definitely explore more and when I've got more energy in me. But, look. Thank you for coming along.
Just making you more tired so your nap is more fulfilling. So am I actually bad?
No, you're fine. Anyway, I was glad to get all these things done. Show Care and you guys the transparent glasses. Recap on the old trip. Show off some accessories. And dabble into Starship Home. We'll do a little bit more of that on the next stream, I would imagine. And aside from that, I think it's time that you all do something nice for yourselves. Give yourself chocolate ice cream. You know, binge watch that rom-com that you've been putting off because you think I just make it too feminine. And then come back here tomorrow from Zim, who's got more energy than this one in front of you right now. I do hope. All right. Y'all get out of here now.
LL
been
says,
fun.
statistically at least one person in chat is going to goon.
Is going to go? Or look, to goon. These are cool. I might have to leave these on just because they're kind of handy to, you know, shake it, shake it, shake it like that. Not bad. All right, well, I'm going to take it easy. You take it easy. See you tomorrow. Thanks for joining us for the Back from Connect stream. See you for the next one of these. Zoom out. See you then. Ta-ta. I have no idea what that is. Rowdy's trying to confuse us. Don't let him. Oh, it's Connect. It's Connect.
LL says, look at your t-shirt.
See, I got it. I'm smart. Sometimes. Good night. I miss you very much.